once that flashbang goes off, he's tagged, finds the wall bang, trying to go for the 2K, he's able to pick it up, he's got one more player to get him to his right up in front of sight, and he's not all
any other strategy right now. Going to defense now. Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna do it? Oh my god, he does it, the ninja defeat.
Don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection, zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins, character creation. Wow, looking good. Gamer words, DLC, XP, side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode, lag, noob, squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
Yo, what is going on, Critical Ops Esports fans, and welcome back to the Pro League. This is week number 3 here for the Americas region. I am Sudden Death, and I am joined by Manthus. How you doing today, sir?
I am doing fantastic and ready to get into these games pretty soon.
Got some exciting ones. We're going to run through the format, of course. We got 2 best-of-2 matches for you all today, but before we do that, got a little something extra for you. We're announcing here on the Americas stream, and that's the Golden Ox Tournament. Registration opens tomorrow, March 27th. You can find out all the information there on screen. Manthus, you want to give him all the little tidbits?
Yeah, again, anyone can participate in this Golden Ox tournament. It's open to the general public. I guess the big kicker for this one are the prizes, because this is more of a participation tournament. Again, if you do place top 4 in the Golden Ox tournament, you can go ahead and secure your spot in the round robin for Circuit in the next season. But whether you do that or not, you can still play for some prizes. All you need to do is play 10 matches in the Golden Ox tournament, and you are guaranteed 1,500 credits per player on the team. Again, if you do win some games, you can bump those up and maybe add some extra cases in there as well. But all you have to do is participate for a minimum of 10 matches in the Golden Ox tournament, and you can get your hands on some credits. So to all you casual players out there, or maybe upcoming competitive stars, go ahead and sign up. play.mobileesports.org/app/GoldenOx. And you can get your hands on some of those fancy prizes. And popping up on screen now is going to be our Pro League information. Again, this is just so we can let you all know how the Pro League works, what these teams are competing for, and ultimately what the prizes are going to be. Again, right now, we have the participation popping up on screen. You can see we had the qualifiers from February 24th until March 2nd. And again, this is just for the participation of the Pro League. You can see over there towards the bottom that we do play in a round robin sort of stage, and the bottom 2 teams are going to get replaced with Circuit in the future. So you can see first place and second place of Circuit are going to replace 7th and 8th in the Pro League in the next season as well. Third place is going to have to fight versus 6th place of Pro League in a decider match. So there's a lot of, it's all linked together between Pro League and Circuit, and the Golden Ox as well, if you want to try and get into the Circuit there. And now we have the format popping up on screen. Again, we do have a round robin stage and a playoff stage. Today on our stream, we're going to be featuring week number 3 of the round robin stage for the Americas. And this is just going to be, matches played every week for all the teams. They should get the chance to play everyone in their little group of the top 8 here. And if you do win this best of 2 here, your team's going to get 3 points on that leaderboard. If you end up tying, then each team will get 1. And if you lose, you obviously get 0. And this is just to determine who's going to move on to the playoffs, because the top 4 teams based off this leaderboard from the round robin stage will be moving on to the playoff section. And this is going to be a combination of single elimination and just basically it's going to be the top 4 teams fighting in the playoffs to try and see if they can go ahead and secure those prizes. We will be popping up those on screen here in just a second as well, just so y'all can see what they're competing for. Again, we have 2 sets of prizes, but first let's talk about the schedule. Again, so you can see the qualifiers that already happened in the past that was played off stream. Now we're in the round robin stage. It's going to be happening every single weekend from March 6th up until April 16th, with streams every single weekend. Saturdays have been for Eurasia and Sundays have been for the Americas. And then very soon, April 22nd, 23rd, and then 29th and 30th, we're going to have the playoffs for Eurasia and Americas respectively. And now we can go and take a look at the prizes that these teams are competing for. Again, you can see two different sets of prizes. We have the round robin and the playoffs prizes. So the round robin prizes consist of some event and premium cases. You can see first place will be getting 40, second 30, third will be getting 25, 4th through 6th will be getting 15, and 7th through 8th will be getting 10 event and premium cases each. Again, this is just based off how many points you have at the end of the leaderboard, but then we also have the playoffs for the top 4 teams out of the 8 in the round robin, and that is going to be where the real cash prizes start to come in. You can see first place will be getting a 3,000 US dollars, an exclusive champion skin, 5,000 credits in game, and then we also have a lot of premium and event cases. And then second place will be getting 1,500 US dollars, 4,000 credits, and 30 premium and event cases. Third place is going to get 1,000 US dollars, 3,000 credits, and 20 premium and event cases. And then fourth place will be getting 500 US dollars, 2,000 credits, and a handful of premium and event cases as well. And you all can see that first place prize, the exclusive skin. If I'm not wrong, we're actually about to pop that up on screen right now, so you guys can get a sneak peek of what it's going to be looking like. This is what the champion will be getting. The Pro League champion skin. It's going to be for the Scar H. I got to tell you right now, I already think it's looking pretty clean.
Gives me some dark matter vibes from like Black Ops 3. Absolutely love the purple theme, the royal treatment for whoever's going to be in the first place here of the season 1 of Pro League.
You can see our top 8 participating teams here. These are the 8 teams competing in the round robin for our America's qualified teams: MERCILESS HQ, Dynamic Gaming, Vortex HQ, Animosity, Unbreakable, Resurgent Phoenix, Mayhem 5, and Flawless. And today we're going to get to see 4 of these 8 teams playing as we come into the matchups here. You can see we already had 2 of our matchups played off stream. Vortex HQ be Dynamic Gaming 2-0, and the Flawless be Unbreakable 2-0. And coming up, we're going to have MERCILESS HQ versus Animosity, and then Resurgent Phoenix versus Mayhem 5. But before we hop into our specific matchup, let's go and take a look at the quick leaderboard. Again, we talked earlier about the round robin format and about how you can see all the standings and the points. So all these points are based off whether they've won, tied, or lost. So far, Flawless is in first place with 7 points. MERCILESS HQ is in second with 6th. Resurgent Phoenix, we can see have 4, and again, you can see the round balance to the left of the points. So if it's a tiebreaker on the points, then the team with the better round balance is going to end up placing ahead of them. So right now, if you're in the green, that's a good thing. That means you're going on to the playoffs. If you're that 5th place team, it means you're chilling. You're not going to the playoffs, but you're not eliminated. If you're in 6th place, you're gonna have to fight your way versus the 3rd place team, and then 7th and 8th will obviously be replaced at the end. Again, we still have a lot of weeks before we ultimately decide how the standings are, but this is just how it's looking for week 3 as of now. Stream schedule popping up on screen right now. Again, we're going to be having MERCILESS HQ versus Animosity first, and then Resurgent Phoenix versus Mayhem 5 afterwards. And to kick this off, we're going to go and take a look at our matchup for MERCILESS versus Animosity. We, maybe introduce y'all to the teams, their statistics, take a look at how everyone's doing in that department. But before we hop into all of that, I do got to tell you all about the community voting, because you all can vote for the teams in case you didn't know. You can see right now, if you scan that QR code or visit the link playdownmobileesports.org/app/voting, you will be able to vote for your teams that are playing for this weekend, as well as for all the weekends in the future. And if you are when you vote, you place points, and if you're in the top 10, you can actually go and get your hands on some credits and cases. In total, there's 18,000 credits and 145 premium cases throughout all the prizes. Again, there's more information if you visit the website or scan that QR code, but to all you viewers, you guys can go ahead and make your predictions and maybe get your hands on some in-game prizes as well, just by being a supporter of the Pro League. So make sure you all are doing that. And now let's hop into our matchup today. First, starting off with MERCILESS HQ. Again, tournament history. They haven't participated in any official tournaments before Pro League with this specific roster they have. But as we do hop into the roster here, you're going to see a lot of familiar faces, at least on the North American side. Because I do know for a fact that MERCILESS, they have a lot of players that have been dominant in North America before. We can see Scott, Vape, Snoop, Ottawa, Eluse, a lot of names that are very familiar. And again, a lot of maps on their side as well with pretty solid ratings and win rates all across the board. MERCILESS, they might not have played much under this team name in the past, but these players definitely have some chemistry. And we can see their map stats popping up on screen as well. So far, they've only played Plaza and Grounded, but they're yet to lose on these maps. So definitely looking good in their department. And let's go and take a quick look at their opponents as well, Animosity. Again, as we hop into their tournament statistics here, we can see how they placed in previous major tournaments. Circuit Season 4, they placed second and bagged $1,800. Embers of Victory Season 2, they placed second and got $100. And then in Season 1, they got in the semis, and in Worlds, they ended up in 16th place. Their total earnings being $1,900 US dollars. So they have some pretty good earnings, I'd say, and decent standings as well. And taking a look at the roster here, we can also see the maps played maybe not as high as their opponents here. I definitely say MERCILESS have the better raw stats. But overall, the win rates, I mean, they're alright. The ratings are pretty good as well. But overall, I definitely say their opponents so far are looking like they're going to have the better raw statistics. Again, taking a look at their map stats here, we can see they're pretty good on Plaza, Grounded, Canals. Port and Village, they're 50-50. Raid, not so much. They're a bit more in the negative side. Thor, they played it once and they lost it. Let's go and take a quick look at a comparison between these players. Again, just looking at the stats from them so far, we can see Scott, the top, the top as far as statistics on the side of MERCILESS versus Coldy. Again, I mean, 76 maps and a 1.53 rating. That's got to be looking pretty solid in my opinion. And now we have Vape versus Christian Gar popping up. Vape rocking that support role. Fun fact for everyone watching, Vape was actually the North American MVP from Worlds in 2022, so we should be expecting him to pop off again. This man has been pretty consistent with 102 maps played and a pretty high win rate and a 1.4 rating. That's pretty high. Christian Gar as well, 89 maps. They are both pretty consistent players with a lot of maps and a pretty good rating and win rate. And now we can see Snoops versus Ares. Again, Ares has only played on 6 maps. Snoop has played on 16. We didn't get to see much action from him previously during the Pro League, but maybe we'll get to see him play today. We now have Ottawa and Fade popping up on screen here. Ottawa with 70 maps. I remember this man was popping off last week, and we might see him do it again. Fadey Poo with 12 maps played and a 1.16 rating here over the side of Animosity. And now we have Eluse with 20 maps played, but an 80% win rate and a rating of 1.29. MGS going to be our comparison here. 18 maps played, a win rate of 38%. Not looking the best as far as the wins, and the rating is 1.11. So kind of on the lower side here as we get down towards the bottom of the roster. Taking a look at our next matchup here, we're going to have Clone versus Elevate. 47 maps played with a 1.18 rating. Now, Elevate is not looking the best rating, 0.87 with a win rate of 41%. Again, I don't think stats are everything, but so far the stats look like they are favoring MERCILESS HQ. And now we can see Nay and Bape. Again, Nay has only played one map with a 100% win rate, but he has a low rating, maybe not the best KD in that one map he played. Bape has played 81 maps with a win rate of 67%, but he has a rating of 0.88. And now, popping up on screen for all of you is going to be the map pool for Season 1. You can see the 7 maps that teams are allowed to pick: Plaza, Canals, Grounded, Raid, Port, Soar, and Village. And we're going to get to the map vetoes now and see what our 2 maps are in this best of 2 coming up here. And now our map vetoes are going to be popping up. It looks like Merc is going to ban Port. Get that map out of there. Animosity are going to go ahead and take a ban on their own side as well. We're knocking out Village as well. Rest in peace. We won't be seeing Village again for this match. And let's go ahead and see what our first pick is for MERCILESS HQ. And it's looking like it's going to be Plaza for our first map. And then Animosity is going to take us over towards Raid. So Plaza and Raid are going to be our 2 maps, Granite Canals and Soar being left out. Again, our 2 maps for this first best of 2 is going to be Plaza and Raid. Plaza being the first one. Should be pretty exciting. We'll be getting to that shortly. We're still waiting to make sure everyone is joining in the room and stuff like that. You know, we got to give them time to get the recordings done and whatnot before we go ahead and hop into this match. And while we're waiting for them, let's go and take a look at the community votes. Again, from that voting system we talked about earlier, we can see what the community is thinking about this matchup so far. Again, you're allowed to vote for a tie as well if you think it'll end 1-1, but usually most people don't vote for a tie. They want to vote for their favorite team. And it looks like Merciless HQ is getting the majority of those votes. I mean, 77% in favor of them. Animosity only has 15, and then we do have a small 8% in favor of tie. Now, I gotta tell you what. The tie is always really low for the votings, but the ties are, you know, they're going to happen more often than you might expect. So I usually think the people who vote tie are probably the most likely to win, if you think about it. But yeah, again, we should be hopping into our first map here soon. We're still waiting on everyone to join. I think we're having some problems with one of the players, but we should be ready to go shortly. Again, our first map is going to be Plaza, and we'll hop into that knife round, but I think we still got a few more minutes before we go ahead and do that. But yeah, I mean, especially with Raid being one of our maps, I'm excited to see if we're going to get the KSG having any action here this weekend. I mean, I know we got to see it pulled out a little bit last weekend, but Raid is like notorious for being a shotgun map. I am hoping that we get to see some tunnels pushes with the shotguns, especially as we, you know, as we head over to Raid for the second map. I think it's going to be pretty exciting over there. Again, we are still waiting for the last player to join. While you guys are waiting, make sure you all are visiting this website right now. You can go to play.mobileesports.org/app/voting, or you can scan the QR code that is popping up on the screen. For all of you amazing viewers out there, if you want to get your hands on some in-game prizes, that is how you're going to be doing it. Just go to play.mobileesports.org/app/voting or scan the QR code, and you can place some points on the matches for today. You can also vote for a tie if you don't want to pick a particular team. But just make sure you all are voting, because that way you can get your hands on some prizes. It only takes a few clicks. It's not that much effort. You might as well just do it. Who knows? Maybe you'll walk out with some credits or some premium cases if you guess correctly enough times. And while we're waiting, make sure you all are using code esportsmobile over at gfuel.com. Any product on that website, you can use code esportsmobile. It's going to give you 30% off at checkout. Again, we're talking tubs, shakers, merch, anything on that website. If you want some incredible energy, G Fuel is definitely the way to go. You know, you can see everything here. They've got some starter kits, they've got the tubs, they've got the collector's boxes. Anything you want on this website, I would recommend using code esportsmobile if you want to get 30% off at checkout. That's a pretty good discount in my opinion. And again, maybe go ahead and get one of those starter kits if you've never had G Fuel before. You can try some popular flavors and see if you like them, and then go ahead and order some tubs later. Again, that's going to be code esportsmobile for 30% off at checkout.
All right, folks, I think we are about ready to go ahead and get this show on the road. Waiting for the final player to be readied up here.
Yeah, we did have some difficulties waiting on that last player to join. I think there was something going on, maybe with the devices or the Wi-Fi or something. But I do believe we're almost ready to go ahead and hop into this knife now. I think we already knifed off stream, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, we're just hopping right into the action here. Yeah, we're just here. We're live with the pistol round, starting us off. Animosity versus Merc. It looks like Merciless started off on that breach side. And unfortunately, it looks like we are playing a 4 versus 5 right now. It looks like on the side of Animosity, they couldn't quite grab their last player yet. And someone has already been dropped. Vape is going to be the first to be slain on the side of Animosity. Now, Merciless, they've taken mid control and looks like they're going to go over towards the B side. No one is playing there right now. Vape is able to drop Fady Poo over towards A mid as well, but Elevate is still here, and he should get an easy refrag. There we go. He's able to drop Vape. The bomb has been going down any second now. This should be an easy round for Merciless HQ, and they should be able to get this advantage. Again, a 4v5, it's pretty hard to win this one out. Ares doesn't, he's all alone. He's going to peek into that player there, but Nay is going to win that gunfight, and Merciless HQ are picking up our first round of this match.
Yeah, the fifth player should be joining here shortly, but technical difficulties on his side. Underway here, come into the next round. Cash advantage, of course, in the hands of Merciless HQ. Should result in a quick win here. Bape has opted to pull an FP6. Not going to do probably too much damage unless these players on Merciless get a little too cocky. He's going to opt to go ahead and take his apartment. Good position to be rocking that shotgun. His remaining 3 teammates. Gonna try to catch these players off guard here on the Merciless side.
Oh no, you can see it loose. He's whipped out the KSG already, and Bape has the shotgun of his own, but I think he's gonna lose his shotgun battle if it does become one. Right now he's still on the B site, and Merciless, they're not even going for the bomb plant right now. They are hungry for this kill. Scott has made his way onto the B site now, and Bape is going to spot one, but Eluse is going to outmaneuver him and win that gunfight, showing why the KSG is dominant. And Merciless starting us off with a swift 2-0 lead. Again, Animosity, you can't do too much if you're in a 4v5, especially if you're on the Coalition side. I'd say maybe if you're on the Breach side, you can play slow, try to stall till your last player gets here, but when you're defending, you kind of just gotta... If I were Merciless, I would be ending the rounds as quick as possible here.
Yeah, because that fifth player is set to still join, so you want to get as many points on the board and take the advantage that the gods gifted you as quickly as you can.
We see 2 KSGs on the side of Merciless here. Scott and Snoops are both posted up. I hope one of them can find some entry action with it here. It looks like Scott is making his way over towards B long with that bomb. Him and Eluse are going to be peeking that together. Bape is posted up here over on this fort. And it looks like they've been spotted over towards B long. They're going to have to back up. Smoke is going to get dropped there to try and deny their push. And they're going to reposition over towards mid. Again, no one has been dropped yet in this round. I'm wondering who's going to take the first blood. And there we go. Bape is going to open up with a huge pick on a Vape. And that's going to be a man down over towards house. And Elevate is posted perfectly here. If he just strikes at the right moment, he could easily find 2. Oh, but no, he's going to turn and look towards mid, and Snoop is going to catch him with his back turn, and now Fady's able to drop that belong player, but the bomb is already caught on. They're making their way over towards the A site. We do have Ares anchoring in the back with a Scar here, but Nay is going to win that gunfight on him. He can't seem quite to land the shots, so now it's down to a 2 versus 2. Both players on the A site. We're going to be getting that bomb planted right now, and we have a nice retake. No utility, no smoke flashes, anything to try and help them to take any map control. They're just going to have to go in guns blazing. And oh, Fady Poo spotted one out there. The smoke is going to go out, and Nay's going to be spraying through the smoke. He's not able to find anyone, though. The reload's coming out, and now Babe is the last one. Low HP. He's going to spot a player there over towards the statue, but now he has to worry about the other side peeking as well, and Nay is going to get the nice and easy trade there. And Merciless up a flawless 3-0 so far.
Off to a phenomenal start here from Merciless. Here's some Plaza stats coming in. 12 wins here on this map. 75% win rate, phenomenally. Won 9 out of 12. Merciless, 100%, but of course you got to look at that count. I only played once. Not as much experience here on this map. Animosity, though, just at a big disadvantage being down that 5th player.
And it looks like we've seen a couple of trades come out over towards A. Fade is currently getting ready. The question is, do Merciless go ahead and push with the smoke over towards A mid? I think they're thinking about it right now, but it is a bit of a risky play to make. However, it is an even trade right now, and again, when you're up a man, even trades are all you need to do to win the round. So I'd say Merciless are in a good spot right now. Fade's going to peek out. He's going to get some damage. That's going to be huge, but he can't quite find the kill. And now he's going to get flashed out of that corner, but Elevate comes around to try and help him out, but he's going to get traded immediately by Eluse. And we're now down to a 2 versus 3. Still a lot of smokes dropped over towards A mid to cause some mayhem. And Bape, oh, he's going to spot one on side as he tries to reposition. But now they're rotating. They are gone and on their way to B side. Fade is going to spot one over towards mid, but the bomb is already up B long. Snoop is able to get a huge pick there, and Fade, he still thinks it's A. Unfortunately, because Snoop's able to pick up that kill, and the bomb has made its way in B long right now. Oh, and he's going to spot Snoop's able to find the pick there, but it looks like Vape is pushed up ready to try and see if he can avenge his teammate. And Fade is going to get shot in the back. MERCILESS currently up 4-0 right now.
Round number 5 now underway. Looks like Scott is... Oh no, I was gonna say he only had 2,500 in his count with the round wins they have. That makes sense. He does have an SG in his back pocket, just wasn't showing it. 3 scars being pulled here by Animosity. I think that's a great decision for them, being in this tough spot of this 4 versus 5. You do have that coalition side playing the defense. Go ahead and pick up some defensive weapons. No KSGs here on the side of MERCILESS. We'll see how they decide to play this. I'm thinking this might be the first round win here for Animosity. As long as they play this right, they got to get that first opening pick.
Yeah, again, a lot of slow gameplay. Waiting at the utility, I'd say I agree with this decision making on the side of MERCILESS. Once the smokes drop, it's going to be a lot harder for Animosity to hold this down in a 4 versus 5. Elevate is posted up on this angle, though. Oh, he's going to back up right as they choose to peek, though. And yeah, that's going to be unfortunate for him. Fade's able to drop 1, but the flash is just going to hit him. Eluse getting a nice 2k on the entry. Now Aries is going to have to be the last one to hold down the side here with the scar in hand. He's going to spot one pushing in. Eluse is going to get dropped, but he's down to 42 HP. Only 1 bullet is all they're going to need to confirm that kill onto Aries. Again, now to a 3 versus 2, and Vape is rotating towards spawn to try and assist his teammate, but it's looking like MERCILESS might be choosing to back out or at least cut noise and maybe re-hit the A side here in a few seconds. Again, only 30 in the round, so they got to make a decision quick. Are they going to stay A or are they going to go towards B? It's looking like they're going to re-hit A. They backed up, they cut noise, maybe try to bait out the rotation, and now they're going to move towards A, but it looks like Animosity were reading this, but no, Aries is going to get dropped, and Bape now, he has to be the one to save the round. He's going to spot one pushing in, but Scott is going to take him out. MERCILESS now leading 5-0 here.
A much needed win there for Animosity. You're not gonna be able to come up with it. However, because of the loss bonus, they will still be able to buy just a little bit. Loose is 7-1, top of the leaderboard. Fady Poo at 3 and 5. Aries is in there at 2 and 5, along with the rest of his teammates. That 5th player is kind of hanging overhead like a big dark storm cloud, just waiting for it to start raining, but you don't know if it is or not. Round number 6 underway. Too many more points on the board, and even if that 5th player does join and the storm does start, it is going to be hard for Animosity to make that comeback. Minute 24 left here in round number 6. Nobody's yet to have been dropped. Bape is taking his position inside of blue apartment, looking for the opening pick. MERCILESS spread out, favoring that B side just a little bit, but they have an altercation here. Loose doesn't get tagged at all. Somehow Bape manages to hit everything around him except the player. That frag grenade tagging him just a little bit, dropping down to 79 HP. A quick flip, turning around, lands multiple shots, but just not enough to go against that SG. It's Snoops and Scott there getting kills respectively. Aries is the last one alive with the scar, and he's quickly dropped. His top getting popped by Scott, and it's 6-0 here. Animosity not looking too good.
Somehow Eluse has died. It'll remain a mystery to us, but it looks like the gun is going to be dropped on his side. Again, money's looking pretty good for MERCILESS. He probably doesn't have to worry about it too much. Definitely could have gotten a better drop than an AK, but I guess that's all he needs. And 3 scars again on side of Animosity. I think they got to utilize those scopes more, though, especially when they're holding those longer range angles. I don't know how I feel about going for the hip fire on the scar. And there we go. Babe is able to drop one there.
Yeah, with the amount of ammo you have in it, hipfire just is not a great decision to work with, unless you're really, really close. But besides that, hit that ADS button. You get that little extra mobility too.
Yeah, I mean, the ability to swing while your ADS is just really powerful on the start. Babe's going to take out here. Oh, he's going to spot some players. Able to drop Scott for the first time. I think Animosity actually has the player advantage here. Elevate's able to drop Eluse as well, and it's down to a 2 versus 4 now. Both players over towards B long. Bape is still locking down the house over here. I think he's going to spot Nay there. He's going to choose to recontest it here. He's going to get the hit marker on him, but chooses to back out. He has to pop the reload. The only downside to that scar, only 20 rounds in the magazine before he is left defenseless. And he has to give up house control, but now we still only have 45 seconds left in the round. And MERCILESS have got to make a play here. Elevate is still locking down mid, and Nay's gonna be shooting. Oh, all takes him out there. I thought he was gonna find the pick. He spots a player on the flank as well.
No
That's the huge.
way.
Ares gets dropped. No way Merciless turned this round back in their favor, but Elevate is posted up in this corner. Or he's gonna wrap towards A long, it looks like. I don't know if they expect him to be behind him there over towards A long. Yeah, they're not going to clear it. Elevate gets a nice and easy pick. Vape is there with a refrag, and we're about to see, can the North America MVP from 2022 clutch up this round? Both players posted up in spawn. He's going to peek, but Fady Poo is holding it with the Scar. Not much he can do in that situation when the Scar is ADS'd on your angle.
Yeah, that would have been almost impossible to retake that site. Vape doing what he can, just not enough. Animosity able to put the first point there on the board. Unfortunately, though, that loss bonus has now been reset, but they're able to keep 2 players alive. So they still got 2 scars to work with here. The other 2 players will be utilizing those M4s. 5 rounds separating these teams. That 5th player, man, they can get that player to fall in. Could be a huge game changer for them. That flashbang went right off in front of him. He's full flash. You're gonna have to wait. That's unfortunate for him. They're trying to plant that bomb. Fady can pop it up. Sees the player on his right. Fires a couple shots, but he's almost out. Shotgun drops him down to 6 HP. He responds with a panicked flashbang that goes way over the head. Is the KSG swarming in? Doubles up on him, and that's it. Merciless is back up by 6, easily taking round number 8 there.
We'd love to see the KSG getting aggressive like that, and Snoop is showing why that gun is overpowered. And again, now it's not looking too good for Animosity money-wise. They won that round, now they lost. Their loss bonus has been reset. If they lose this round, they're going to be in trouble money-wise, I'm pretty sure. And the flashes come out early towards mid. It's looking like Merciless might try and push up towards B early, or at least get a little bit of map control. Ares going to choose to anchor in that corner over towards A long. Fady Boost posted up as well. Bape looking like he might try and get aggressive here. He's going to spot a player out, but chooses to back off. Oh, but no, he's actually going to re-peek. And Scott, I don't think he expected him to be that close. And now Elevate is here already. He's going to see the flash come out. Eluse is going to jump up there. I think Elevate hears the jump. And yeah, there we go. He's able to get the pick. And Fady Poo always going to get flashed out of the corner, but they don't peek. I thought that was going to be the end of him. And Scott's going to find one there. Now Fady Poo's been spotted. And it's looking like this round is going to go in Merciless's favor unless Ares can do the impossible. But Scott's going to take him out. And now Merciless in the lead 8-1. I suppose Animosity can still buy, but it's definitely not looking good for them. And having no utility, nothing to try and install them out. It's going to be tough for them to make this work.
Yeah, they were able to pick up some armor, though, so they're not a total glass cannon, but you definitely need a little bit of utility, especially being down that extra man. For those of you wondering about the KSG, no, it is now allowed here in Pro League. It was, this is the first tournament the KSG is allowed for legal play. Oh my gosh. I thought he was going to pick up the 3K, but no, Scott goes ahead and drops Elevate, preventing it from happening. There's 3 players alive here for both sides. It's actually looking at Nay. He's below that 25 HP mark, so maybe it's about 2.5. Merc is going to go ahead and drop another player out there. Scott is that man. Bait picking up with the Scar. Animosity might just have an opportunity here to pick up another round. But if they don't get that sub, it's really not going to matter.
Yeah, that 5th man could have been a completely different outcome for this matchup here. Again, Animosity should be able to get this round if they play it right, but I'm not sure how they're going to do on the breach side. And it looks like they're making the way over towards B. Bates is still locking down this house. He's going to pre-fire there. He's able to drop Nay. Tries to get the 2K, but Eluse is ready with a refrag. And now he's made his way into the house here. Smoke coming out over towards spawn. Fade chooses to stay in the smoke and push out of it. Eluse has about 30 seconds to work with. Oh, he's going to spot him over there. Can't quite find the kill, though. They're just dancing around each other. Eluse thinks he's getting backstabbed here, but he's got to focus on... Oh my god, what? Okay, hang on. Eluse is ready to win this. He knows the players behind him. The game sense. Oh, he goes for the fake jump. I think Ares isn't buying it. Oh, he meant to... Okay, he accidentally flashes himself. I think he meant to smoke himself off, and now he's going to go for the plant. Totally doable by Eluse here. Ares knows the bomb has been planted. The question is, will Eluse... expected to oh, Ares spots him out there. That's unfortunate. Ares is going to win up the clutch there. I almost thought Eluse was going to win that round out. But Ares, he waited. He wasn't buying the fake jump. And I think that's what ultimately let him win that round. Animosity picking up their 2nd.
A couple rounds left here before the flip. Best case scenario here, they're able to pick up 2 more. If they're able to do that, honestly, would be a respectable half for them.
Yeah, definitely. Making it 8-4 and a 4v5 would be pretty solid. Again, Animosity, whether they're going to win or lose this game, they need to try and go for the rounds. That's very important for that leaderboard. And I'd definitely say ending the game like 13-2 or something is going to hurt them a little bit. Especially considering they were towards the bottom of the leaderboard right now. Oh, Aries, he's going to spot them out, but they're already making their way onto the site. Aries able to drop one, but he's going to get traded instantly. But it looks like everyone is here. They've immediately over-rotated. And Elevate tries to get aggressive on that flank, but it's not going to work out in his favor. Fadeypoo's the last one alive, but they know he's on the A side, and it looks like they're just going to back up and maybe try and go towards mid or take it back to B. Fade is still sitting here on side. I think he's expecting a push. He chooses to get a little bit aggressive. Oh, I thought he spotted one there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, he spots him.
Oh, man, he doesn't know he's there. He doesn't know. Nay. Says, nah, boy. It's now 7 rounds separating these teams in 92.
That's just like so unfortunate. Like he cleared the corner. He thought it was clear. You gotta clear those corners all the way, man. You can't do it halfway. And now our final round of the half.
KSG has been pulled out by a lose. Looks like he's having a little bit of fun here. Deagle pulled out as well. Knows it's the last round, and they're basically guaranteed to get it. Even if not, they have a phenomenal score going into the next half.
So far, no opening picks have been made, but some damage has been taken on both sides. And MERCILESS, they're grouping up over towards mid right now, and it's looking like they're trying to fold Elevate here, at least sandwich him for both sides. They're pushed up behind him. I don't think he's aware. He's just going to push through, so he's not going to have to deal with it just quite yet. But Elevate, now he chooses to back out. He is full flash over towards A mid. Fadeypoo's going to come in, though, from spawn. He's able to drop one, and he knows there's more players over towards Adds. The question is who's going to contest him here, and Snoop is going to jump around the corner, able to drop him, and now we're down in 1 versus 3. Aries, our last man alive. The final hope for Animosity. They really need him to do something crazy here if they want any chance of winning this one out. The bomb is going to be planted though, and I don't know. I think Aries is just trying to see if he can maybe find some picks. There's not much he can do in this situation. I think did he spot the player there? I'm not sure. Yeah, he did. Oh no, the KSG is going to be the demise of Aries and MERCILESS. They're up by 8 rounds going into the flip. It's not looking good for them. And I think in no time, MERCILESS are going to take home our first map here.
That is definitely the way it is looking. There's almost no way you can make a comeback here, even if that 5th player does join. Hopefully he will be here for the map number 2. Maybe we could have a tie on our hands. If not, though, it should be a pretty easy 2-0 here for MERCILESS HQ. And that round count, if it's the same going into map number 2 as well, won't be good for round balance later on in the tournament if that comes in.
Again, it looks like Animosity are taking this nice and slow. At this point, it's a 4v5. You want to try and give your teammate as much time as possible. But I don't think he's coming in. Oh man, this house player is a dead man. Bape is pushed up in the house, but they're going to get aggressive on side of MERCILESS. And now they've over-rotated towards B. Maybe they thought it was going to be a B hit, but everyone was waiting back. And maybe if they can do this quick enough, they'll be able to take the A site before everyone can rotate here. Vape's going to spot some players and choose back up, try and stay alive, but he's going to get dropped. Now Eluse is already on the flank though. When he's able to stop the bot plan from going down, he's able to drop 2. Aries the last more life, able to take out Snoops there with a nice headshot. Gets some huge damage, but he's down to 41 HP. And there's not much you can do if you are Aries. He gets, again, even more damage. 2 players in the red HP zone. Could have maybe pulled that off if, you know, he just did a little more damage. And we can already see Snoops whipping out the KSG for our first buy round here.
MP7, now that is a gun I have not seen in a minute.
He has been getting too much love recently. Oh, Snoops, he's about to get the encounter here. He gets flash. The player's going to run by him. He's able to drop Elevate there. KSG is going to open it up for us. Spots another player, Aries. He's going to get deleted. This man bought an AK and he lost the gunfight to the KSG. That is unfortunate for him. And we're already down to only a 2 versus 5. Again, Fade rocking the shotgun. But there's not much you can do if you're an Animosity situation here. It looks like they're going to try and hold down house, maybe see if someone's going to peek them. But I don't think they're going to peek where it loses. I think they're waiting for someone to push them. Vape looks like he's going to be the first to potentially encounter them, unless he just holds his ground here. They got to know by now that they're in house. Like, they've cleared everything else. They know these players are sitting in house. Fade is ready with the shotgun. Come on, he's got to get at least one for the culture. But no, it's going to be Snoops with the KSG. Nice and easy 3K for him, and we're already here at match point.
Match point here, Merciless HQ should easily be able to stroll over that 13-point line here. Scars, KSG, M4, AK versus a couple shotties and AKs here for Animosity. They do have a little bit of utility to work with, but not that much. Snoop's about to pop around the corner. Elevate is hiding there. I think he's got a good idea. He's there. His teammate Nay is coming there just to go ahead and force him, just in case he takes that L. I love the movement. This guy trying to stay alive. Elevate takes Nay, but is quickly traded out by Snoops. Phenomenal play. He's got behind. He's causing havoc. Snoops doubles up, and Vape finishes off Aries for the final kill. Folks, it's 13-2 for the final score here. Merciless wins. Don't too many difficulties.
Yeah, not the best result for Animosity. Again, you're in a 45, can't do much, but that minus 11 is definitely going to hurt the round balance. If they end up getting dropped out because of a round balance tie, it'll be unfortunate for them. But yeah, overall, I guess GG's to Merc. I was not expecting them to lose this game. They had the better stats. They had the 5v4. It's pretty hard to lose in this situation if you are Merciless.
Well played to Merciless HQ once again, 1-0 here in this best of 2 series. Folks, we are going to be having map number 2 come up here shortly, but we're going to have a quick break time before that, so make sure you stick around. Go ahead and refill those G Fuel shakers and let your friends know that we're live. Even send the link over there to Grandma. I know she wants to watch. Get her introduced to Critical Ops. It is phenomenal. She can play. She's got that old iPhone 5. It still runs. Folks, we'll see you on the flip side after the break.
collision players here. So Sadak, he's gonna push a long, and Democracy is gonna get one on Shadow. 3v4 now. Hisoka looking around, pushing in, does get one, but Vanima able to refrag him. But oh, that's big from Sadak. 1v1 now. Oh, Sadak is going for the 1v3, but is there enough time? He smokes the bomb. He's just going for the ninja, but I feel like he can just get spammed there. Oh, what is happening? Vanima does get the knife frag.
Oh no, I had to take it. You know, I love it. It's just, you know, some of that just racist, you know, using that psychic powers to hold the gun at such a weird angle and the bullets still fly where they need to go. But looks like they're going to go for the defuse.
Oh, what?
Oh, and he did get the defuse. No? Yes? No.
No, Phoenix won that. That is
Two non-pistol weapons running around, which is two weapons you don't want to have in the opposing team's hands. We are going to see Democracy going down, probably the one who would, with the AUG, having the best chance. But let's not count Officer out yet. I mean, we never know what they're going to be able to, what they're going to do. So they're slowly making their way in. Bomb is down. Valley even take out Vadima. Officer going down, and so now it's down to a barrel stuff from Uri Woods, getting a double immediately after and getting the defuse. Uri absolutely throwing everything out the window. Eco here, maybe. Okay, we're still going to see a Shotty come in, which is going to be great. But it's going to more than likely, now then again, as we've said about this business, may change that, but overall it may looks like we're seeing a tie. Democracy getting a nice double nade, making it look easy, showing us exactly where you should be placing that. Coming in on Russ yet again, two-piece for himself, leaving Master Sonic all by himself.
before now. Bomb still dropped. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. Phoenix, they have to make a decision soon. Shadow and Hisoka, they actually take out Vanima and the Airy. Oh, that again switches the round completely around. And now the B bomb site is going to be the point of contention.
And remember, if we do get to a tie, which it's still possible, it's only going to be 7% of you guys that voted for that. So that would be absolutely insane for those 7%. But right now, it's still looking fairly good for Team Phoenix. Bomb is going down. It's a 3v2. Officer is halfway down. Although he's coming in from the rear. Can he be seen? Shadow down to 1v3. Catches him off guard, and absolutely no way.
Merciless definitely wants to run that score up here on their side. Vortex, really, if you can get 4 rounds, that's a pretty good breach side here on this map, in my opinion. Aluz, having pulled out the ratio, is going to go to start it off for us. Gabs getting dropped by it. See if we can find another player. I don't think anybody on their side yet. Nobody does have the ratio. I was Lord last round who had pulled it out there.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Disgusting. Got. Picking up the 2K through the smoke. Gonna grab one more. Lord going down. Going for the quad feed. He's able to pick it up. Double Lord.
And it might be in favor of them here. Scott is the only one on the A side right now, and it looks like all 5 players are heading over in his direction. He's gonna have to be, you know, the best anchor in the world if he wants to try and keep Merciless alive here in this round. He's gonna peek out there, just perfect timing. He's able to get 3. Oh my god, what a lineup. Wow, that's the Scar coming into play right there. And Snoops is here, and A-Mate is able to spot the last 2. Ottawa is gonna be the one who finds that pick though. And it looks like round number 10 is underway. And again, kind of why I want to look at the scoreboard real quick. So we can see right now, Vortex are not playing on their own server this game. We are on America servers. So our second map is going to be with Merciless rocking the high ping. And oh man, Nay, look at this positioning with the KSG, and they're all here. I want to see him get a kill here, man. Please. They're all lined up.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh my god. He's able to get 2. Make it 3. No way.
That gun is absolutely nasty.
It looks like they're coming back to try and fight for B long control over here. Look at this. Gabs has made his way all the way back, but now he's gonna have to go ahead and help out his teammates. Nay has picked up the AK. I don't think he's gonna expect a player to be coming from behind him though, so as long as they just play patiently, Nay should get dropped before doing any more damage with this AK. He is getting backstabbed right now, and he definitely is not aware. And yeah, there we go. Gabs is going to come in and drop him. And now Ottawa is the last one alive. Again, at least 2 rifles have been dropped on the side of Vortex. So a decent eco round for Merciless HQ. Maybe I guess they just don't know Ottawa is here. No way okay, I don't think he has time. Does he have time for this?
No way.
No way he has time. Does he have time?
God.
Does he have time? Oh my god! No! No!
2.2 KD right now coming in from him. Jinx at 8 and 5, 7 and 3 for Ottawa, and 9 and 7 for Nay. Scott has yet to pick up a kill here. in map number 2, was the best player in map number 1 for Merciless HQ, currently hitting that bottom. He's still in the agency, looking to graduate. There's a loose, tripled up with the SG. You can't let him do that. It's the quad feed. Unbelievable. He's looking for
As soon as Borg's able to get it down, there we go. The bomb plan is taking place. Oh, he's going to get some damage from that nade. I thought maybe the wallbang would finish him off. There we go. Otto was able to get the pick with the SG as he sprays through that wall. And now 2 players have been dropped. He's able to even it up just a little bit, finding another pick there of his own. But a lot of wallbang gunshots are taking place here over towards the B site. And Arkeezy's going to get dropped. Now we're down to a 2 versus 4. Both players choosing to position themselves over towards the B long side of things. And Lord is going to get traded out easily. Jinx still over here towards the stairs. He could try and maybe lock it down. Oh, and he's able to drop Jinx there. He could clutch this up easily down to a 1 versus 1. The tap is going to go out for him, and he's just able to get him off the bomb. And oh my god, what a shot from Jinx. Wow, what a clutch.
Economy on Elevate. I mean, if Invictus wins this round, we're probably looking at 5 unanswered rounds on the scoreboard for them, because how much? 400? Yes, $400 total. Oh, what a okay. Yep, that's why he has that rating, because he's able to do that. Does take down Malik, so probably making it a bit easier for Elevate to attack B if they do choose to do that. And Zenite, he's going to push up and go down as quickly.
I mean, it's not going to be easy.
They're doing a very good job at getting frags that matter. Malik, though, gets another, and Mixage with that TRG now Noxic. He does go for a huge double there, and Mixage not able to connect the second shot. Noxic, what is that? Alright. Yep, he just does that. Then he does push in, but Noxic is looking for that ace. And what an ace, man. What an ace.
It's looking a little bit better. It's now tied. Now, well, at least a little bit now more tilted. Now we're going to be able to see Melody and Noxic do the same. But Mixage is still alive. He's just got to play with him just a little bit longer to keep him off of that. Now that's going to be Noxic going down. Again, playing on time. Ooh. Going for the fake. Going into the smoke. And being able to secure the kill. So it's now 3-3. But falling out. Oh no, he misses, but somehow doesn't take any damage. He escapes with his life and everything else in his pockets. Ecstasy able to get 1. Bomb is going to go down. Let's see if he. Oh, what?
Dynamic giving with a quick W there. They got the cash advantage, and they utilize it here, pushing up pretty aggressively. Messages actually going to strike first. KSG now on the ground in the hands of Messages. He's going to try to send that iMessage back and says, take that, RCS is how we're running. He finds Kid Prism. It's a 3 versus 4 now. MP7 is in the hands of Juice. That's not a gun you typically see pulled out much inside of Critical Ops anymore. Oh my gosh, Tomato Cook.
I want to meet Christian Gar with the backstab here. Fate is already on the backstab. I don't think this is going to be a round going in favor of Dynamic Gaming unless they can pick up some huge picks here. Afro is posted up watching that Prism, able to get a nice headshot onto Ares there. Oh, what a shot by Afro. No way they're going to get that kill. This is also looking doable by Dynamic Gaming. Down to a 1 versus 1. The clock is ticking down, and Babe has to go for this defuse. Afro's posted up around this corner, and Babe is deciding if he's going to go for the swing or not. And oh, he's going to get him off. No way. Wait, does he have time for this?
I think he does. He's going to be close. It's down to the wire, but it's...
2 KSGs on the side of Animosity. Should be interesting to see how they're able to potentially make this work out. Juice is currently watching the smoke. He should have every advantage for this gunfight as long as he is expecting him to push through the smoke. He's going to go for the frag as well for some chip damage onto him. And Ares takes some nice damage there. He's down to under half HP. All 3 players coming from flank. This could be huge for Juice. He's going to spray it out. The lineup. Wow. Here, he's able to drop 1 and then get some huge damage in return. And now the A side push is still commencing. Animosity, they're able to drop Juice as well. But Prism is posted up in this corner. The smoke is going to come out for their cross, though. Oh, and they're just going to walk up. Oh, they're stuck on each other right now. They gotta know. They gotta know. No way they don't know. Yeah, okay. MGS finally catches onto it. Oh, my goodness. Pretzel over here towards the backside is able to drop 1. Goes for the second wall blind. Hold on. The third player over there, he's able to go for that reload now. He's going to spot him as he goes for that jiggle peek. I think Pretzel could clutch this round up. 1v3 for him. He's able to pull it off. The bomb is down in front of him. Oh, and the timing almost gets the best of him. Oh my goodness, so many whiff shots. What is happening? Pretzel is gonna clutch it. How?
Bomb has been planted. Reach wins.
Corner once that flashbang goes off, he's tagged, finds the wall bang, trying to go for the 2K, he's able to pick it up, he's got one more player to get into it, right up in front of sight, and he's oh, he's going.
Any other strategy right now going to defense now? Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna do it? Oh my god, he does it! The ninja defeats.
Bomb has been planted. Hey, don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection, zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins, character creation. Wow, wow, looking good. Gamer words, DLC, XP, side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode, flag, noob, squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
Yo, welcome back, folks. We got the map number 2 prepared and just about to go ahead and dive on in. Hope you took that break time opportunity to head over to gfuel.com to go ahead and get some of the amazing product that is G Fuel. But if for whatever reason you've forgotten, you were distracted by all the amazing clips here, I totally understand. Now is the perfect opportunity to do so. Head over to gfuel.com and use that code esportsmobile at checkout. Just toss it in there like a flashbang, and the artificial intelligence, which is smarter than UI, takes care of the math. You don't even need to use that 3rd grade math you learned, or was it 4th grade? I can't remember. It does a 30% deduction for you. You just add what you want and it takes it off. 30% off on gfuel.com on the amazing product that is G Fuel. Use it now while you can, because that code will be changing. All right, Manthus, I think we are ready to go ahead and hop on in here in just a moment. You got the players joining up. I am seeing the map we are getting on. It's going to be Raid. I'm excited.
Yeah, Raid should be interesting. Our first time we're seeing Raid in a North America stream. I am ready for the shotgun play on this map. I want to see the KSG here. This is like, it's time to shine. We're on his home territory here.
It's definitely going to be a good map for it. Knife round is going to be underway, it looks like. So we're still trying to figure out what side is going to be what side. Currently, MERCILESS HQ leads 1-0 here in this best of 2. Of course, this is the Pro League, so nobody's getting disqualified, but they will move up and down the leaderboard depending on what happens today. And it looks like ASI or Animosity is going to be able to chase down this final player and take him out. Alus knew it was coming and got punished there. Ares is going to go ahead and take out his Achilles.
We're about to find out what side Animosity chooses to start on. Again, they did play a 4v5 last time. Now they are going to have their solid 5v5 here coming into the second map. And they get to pick their side as well. They really need to try and get this map, or at least get a dominating lead here. They need as many rounds as possible, because that 13-2 definitely is going to hurt their round balance in the future. And it looks like they're about to decide what side they want to go ahead and start on. And then we should be ready to hop into this pistol round in just a few moments here. Got to make sure everything is ready to go before we get started with our matchup here.
Waiting for that final confirmation, and we'll be good to go here. I'm excited to see the full matchup here, the full potential between both these teams. All right, it looks like we are underway. I am knocking on wood so I don't jinx that. And do my eyes deceive me? Now, I think we are at 5 players in each team, and we are ready to go. Round number 1 is underway. Merciless HQ starting out on the breach side. Animosity on the good old coalition there. Let's get this show on the road.
And interestingly enough, we're starting off with a B stack on the side of Animosity. This should be very interesting. They are ready to meet the breach side of players. Fade is already going to open up with our first pick here, but a lot of trades are about to take place on the side. We have a fast flank coming into Heaven as well, but Scott gets a 3K over towards Heaven. That's going to be a huge performance by him. And it's going to be a Lucent Vape to clean up the round. Only one man dropped on the side of Merciless HQ. And again, they're having a good start just like last time. And it's looking like Animosity, interestingly enough, are going for some frag grenades over on this side. We see they bought 4 frags. They are getting ready to maybe nade out a push, and they're stacking towards A, so this could be the right play to make potentially if they play their cards right. The frags are going to come out now for some huge damage potentially. Aries able to open up with a pick there. Fade, they didn't clear him. This man is somehow still alive in this quarter. He's able to drop one. He gets the dink onto the other player as well, and Aries looks like he recovered a KSG from someone's body, and now this is looking like it could be a lost round for Merciless. Somehow the eco round is going to go in their favor. Elevate with a 2K through the smoke. What is going on this round? Animosity have somehow won an impossible round. I can't believe they did that. But with nothing but some frag grenades and XD45s, they just shut down the full buy for Merciless. I can't believe it.
Sometimes the number 5 is all the difference you need. Animosity having a 40% win rate out of 10 maps played here on this map of Raid. Merciless HQ having no statistics on it. So you kind of give Animosity a little bit of the favor here. I mean, it doesn't mean Merciless hasn't played on this map or practice, just not in a tournament setting, which you could say says they're not really comfortable on it. Be careful here. Fady trying to stay alive is able to do so. He's going to find Vape. That cloud of smoke gave him away, and he drops him down to the ground inside of Heaven. We're supposed to be able to do that. Gonna scramble your languages. Loose. And if he gets his kill, he's not gonna be able to. Vape comes behind, knocking him out. And 2 players are left alive here on this Merciless HQ side. Animosity has flipped the tables here on Money Changers. And only a minute left here on the clock. Don't think they're going to be able to recover.
Now, when you're stuck in Heaven with no gun, there's not much you can do in the situation. Maybe Animosity get impatient and push you, and you might be able to pick one up if you're lucky. But I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, they're not pushing Heaven. They're just going to stay on the ground. They don't have a problem with Merciless just sitting there, right? If they save those P250s, I mean, that's obviously not what they're going to end up doing. So eventually they're going to push out and try to die. And we have about 30 seconds left. It looks like now they're sort of jiggling, trying to see if they can maybe get someone. Okay, some huge damage on the Babe there. He gets taken down in the red HP zone. And now Snoops is our final man alive.
Just trying to get that pick. A little extra damage to their economy. Oh, he's able to find one.
You know, if one pick is good enough. Oh man, Fade. I still can't believe this round happened like this. He gets 2, almost gets 2 there. And then Aries comes in with 1, and then Elevate just cleans it up, just spraying through the smoke. Somehow takes out 2 with the XD. Those players just line up. I mean, that was such a series of strange events over on the A side, but somehow they ended up winning that eco round. And it's looking like Merciless are going to eco one more time. Still not going for the full buy quite yet. They do have some utility to try and help them take the side here, though. A couple smokes and flashes. But Coldy is posted up on this leg peek over towards the back here. AUG in hand, and he's about to meet everyone. The smoke comes out. Now he pushes up a little bit to see if he can't find anyone. Flash coming out as well. But no, he's going to get deleted. Finding 0 head with that AUG. Aries comes in as well, but a lot of whiff shots. Nate gets a 2K. What is going on right now? You can't be doing that when you buy the guns. I cannot believe they get 0 there. And Babe is going to get immediately traded out by the now dropped weapon. And all of a sudden, it's looking like Merciless are going to win this eco round now. It's looking like these teams are the king of ecos here. Snoops with another pick there. Elevate is now alone in a 1v4. Snoop is the only one with a weapon right now, though. So if he could just drop him, that would be huge. He's able to take out Vape. Does have some utility here. He can maybe pick up. He's going to go for the jump spot there. But he can't find the kill. Nate with the 3K from the revolver. A huge round by him. I mean, those opening 2 picks and then cleaning it up with a 3rd icing on the cake right there. I cannot believe both of these teams have won eco rounds like that.
And call him Billy the Kid right there. 3 kills with the MR96 going up against all of those rifles. That another round that really shouldn't have happened right there, but did. We were seeing some phenomenal critical ops here in this map number 2 between Animosity and Merciless HQ. Both these teams are tied up. Ares going for the hero rifle, but everybody else going for the eco buy of just the XDs. Couple of grenades on the side of Animosity as well. This should be a round going to Merciless, but what we've seen over the last few minutes, it might easily go to Animosity.
Oh, and Vape is no way.
What? Are they shooting special bullets out of those pistols? It seems to be the case. Bomb has been planted here by Merciless. Some extra cash, which is definitely good. Trying to pad those bank accounts as much as you possibly can. A loose flash, but he's able to pick up 1 kill just before that, and he gets back to cover. 3 player, excuse me. Well, yep, it's over. I was going to start counting down players, but there's no need to. It's a sea of yellow there in the kill feed. Merciless HQ cleans it up, dumps him into the dustpan, and moves on to the next corner of the map.
And it's looking like Animosity are trying to full buy. Fade can't quite do it. He's gonna go ahead and rock with the shotgun. Again, can't go wrong with a shotgun over in tunnels on raid, man. It's home territory right there if they do decide to push that. And just showing a lot of B presence on the side of Merciless over here. Elevate going with that smoke towards heaven, trying to delay the push. Nade's going to be lurking over towards mid, but overall, B is definitely the site of choice. That is looking like. And Scott is going to open up with the pick on a Fade Poo there. And Elevate, always going to get smoked out of that corner. Still trying to have to worry about Heaven and Belong at the same time. The flashes come out. This man cannot see anything. And Merciless is starting to push in the side and trying to see if they can take him out there. Elevate still hasn't been dropped somehow, though he's able to drop. Oh, doesn't get the kill. Never mind. I thought he got that pick. But now the players are going to push into the smoke and help with the refrags. Vape finding a 2K there. We're already down to a 2 versus 3 now. Make that a 2v2. Vape is able to find one of his own. Oh, what a shot by Cole. He's able to drop that player out of heaven. Vape is left alone in a 1 versus 1. He's going to spot the later. Flash comes out, and it should be all in his favor now. That player can't see anything. What a clutch by Vape.
And that's why he's the best. That's why he was the MVP of 2022, baby. Look at that. Played perfectly well. Stayed cool and calm. Tossed that flashbang, waited for it to go off, and finished him off without too many difficulties. Merciless HQ is leading by 2 now. Here he is, 102 maps to his name. That is one of, I think there's only a couple more players that have over 100 maps, if I recall correctly. Most of them are like 80, you know, for the more veterans are 80 and 90, but there's only a couple that have that triple digit there in the maps department and a 68% win rate. This man is a force to be reckoned with. Round number 7 underway, and oh my gosh, Merciless HQ is showing no mercy. It's a loose and Snoops with Vape in there too, and it's 5-2. 3 rounds separate both these teams with Merciless in the lead.
That round ended so quickly. It's just 1 second they're all mid, the next second they're all dead. Again, that eco round was not going to favor Animosity. I think Merc learned from their mistakes, and now we have a full buy underway for both teams. The question is, where do they choose to go? Looks like they're leaving that bomb behind in spawn. Maybe trying to go for a little map control. It's going to be Ares contesting these tunnels and Coldly holding down the sailing position, but a lot of the players are posted up over towards B, and interestingly enough, they're going for the spawn push. Now, Bape is playing back here. He might have an altercation with these players in a couple of moments here if they do decide to commit to that push. Man, they're just right above Ares right now. And I think they're about to peek into Bape here. Yeah, he's going for the wallbang right now with the M4. I think the M4 is not going to do much damage with that wallbang. You might need a higher penetration weapon for that one. And looks like they maybe are getting ready to peek out now. Yeah, Babe has definitely spotted him out here. He's going to spot Scott trying to push out, but he's going to get smoked off. This man is dealing with everything right now. Somehow he hasn't been dropped though, but it looks like they've pushed up over towards B long as well. And Fade is ultimately going to get dropped over towards side. Nay getting a 2K, and Soup's finding one as well. Both players are now left over in the spawn. Snoops is going to find another one, but now Ares is the last one alive. 1 versus 4 scenario. And I think this round is pretty much over. He's able to pick up an SG. Maybe can find a couple of exit frags here if he's lucky, but everyone is swinging him, and Scott's going to take him out. Merciless leading by 4 now, coming into round number 9.
Ape 7-7, Scott 8-5, Nay 8-3. Players are doing a phenomenal job here on this Merc side. This is one of the maps where the Breach might have a slight advantage over the Coalition. Elevate 3 and 6, Ares 3 and 6. A lot of players 3 and 6 there for Animosity. Nay picking up a frag kill. Bape is able to find Bape. Ooh, oh my gosh. Triples up with the Scar in his hand. Can he go for the quad? He's thinking about it. The Scar is deadly. You don't want to get in its green dot. It'll drop you quick. Nay, one of the last players up to live years, had some clutch moments for his team. He's got plenty of armor to work with and health. Giving some warning shots off. Goldie is there. He's trying to bait. Oh my gosh, he doesn't even bait. He'll pick the headshot, no problem. He's there. He's almost able to get the last players. But Elevate is going to go ahead and help elevate his team score by 1 more point here as moving to round number 10. I thought Nay might have that, man. I thought he might, just the way he's picking up those headshots. But alas, too many players to contend with. It's 3-6. Merciless HQ is still in the lead, but it has decreased by just a little. They lead by 3 now.
Yeah, still a lot of SGs in here for them, though, and the M4s. Not the best weapon to use towards them. Again, it's still a solid rifle, but you'd rather have the AUG in this situation. But these A players are getting overwhelmed by this utility. Ares is just forced to back up into tunnels, and Merciless are taking site by storm. The smokes come out. Ares gets naded out over towards tunnels. Coldy sprays the smoke. He's able to find 2. That's going to be huge. Turn the tides back in the favor of Animosity, and now Fady Boot's coming in for this rotation from tunnels. But Vape is going to take him out, and Merciless are back up in the player advantage now. Eluse goes to the bomb plan, but Coldy swings out the smoke, but Scott is ready for the refrag, and now Vape is left in 1 versus 2. He's still here over towards the arches. It looks like another smoke is going to come out. Vape has a smoke of his own to see if he can try and isolate an angle here. He's going to be pushing through the smoke, but he's going to get shot out by Vape, and Merciless are going to pick up that round.
One of that 4-count lead back, and they got it quite quickly. What do you see these 2 players? Loose, SG, Snoops. I've seen him use the KSG a little bit. He's going to pull it out. Haven't seen as much KSG action here in these later rounds. Not going to go. SG full here for the side of Merciless, and a variety of assault rifles over here for Animosity, depending on the bank accounts for the players.
Elevate is showing us the parkour moves right there. This man is posted up in this corner. I'm telling you, I love playing this corner, and no one ever expects it. I don't think Merciless are going to expect me, unless they clear him from B long. But anyone coming from heaven, they are not clearing that corner. You could tell he's been practicing that jump, because it is kind of hard to pull off if you don't know what you're doing. I really want to see him find some action in this corner now, or I'll be extremely disappointed. But so far, it's all slow gameplay from Merciless. Still a minute left on the clock. They got plenty of time to decide if they want to go A or B. A smoke comes out towards 7. That might force them to back out. I don't know. They might just wait it out as well. They do still have plenty of time. They could just wait out the smoke. But it does look like Scott is still lurking over towards A, trying to see if anyone goes for a backstab play. I tell you what, though. Elevate has to be ready for this heaven peak. But no, it looks like he's going to drop down. He just waited. Should have waited a little bit longer. He's going to drop down for that position, and now B-side is open. And it looks like Scott is the one to fake it, and everyone has rotated off of Scott's fake here. This man has single-handedly faked the site. Everyone left. Now I think Elevate is catching on, and he spots the player. He's able to take it down and loose there. That's going to be the bomb carrier, but man, what a fake by Scott. He's just going to draw everyone away from the site. And Nay is posted up in mid as well. This is not a good round for Animosity. Down to a 3 versus 3, still potentially doable by them if they play their cards right. But all 3 players coming in from the tunnel side, and Nate's coming in for a wide wrap from the coalition spawn. So they're going for the flashes and the utility into heaven. The nade comes out from over the top though. I thought that might have taken out one of the players, but no, not quite. And Fade is just going for the tap there. They're all just going for the wallbang. This man is getting overwhelmed from every direction. Merciless pick up their 8th round there. Wow, what a play. I mean, Scott perfectly executing that fake. All 5 players are just going to be rotating over towards A off of 1 player. Man, that's definitely a blunder by Animosity there.
Really a much needed round. They definitely need this one here. 4 rounds isn't too bad, 8-4 scoreline. And again, this is one of those maps that is a little bit more breach-sided, or can be, depending on what the teams have practiced and whatnot. Oh man, that's so unfortunate for Goldie. I don't know why you popped around the corner like that with the scar. How did he hit that? I don't know. Through the smoke, there's no problem. They're rushing the bomb, so they're going to plant it right now. The bomb has been planted, folks, and this should be a 9-3 scoreline unless they're able to retake this. Elevate come up with a clutch shot through the smoke. He doesn't care. He's got the night vision on. He can see through there. Fady Boot down here in the vents, gets tagged just a little bit, trying to move up. 20 rounds left in his gun. Oh man, was a nice swipe there. Popping Snoops, gave him away, was smoking too much on that good stuff. 20 HP to Fadipoo's name. Aries at 51, elevated 70. The players are lower here in the HP department, but they're cleaning it up. Aries is able to get the last player, and somehow Animosity has clutched it up, and they will be defusing the bomb, keeping that scoreline going to the flip. Only 4 separating them, 8-4.
Incredible retake by Animosity there. We were thinking it was going to be 9-3, and they said not today. They came in with a nice, swift retake. Perfect utility, perfect teamwork. MERCILESS might have gone a little too aggressive as well, you know, maybe gotten a little too confident, but either way, there's still a solid play by them, and now we can see the buy for Animosity here. They've bought a smoke and a flash, everyone else rocking the armor. Meanwhile, we see a lot of armor. 1 frag from Snoops, though, that could be huge, and it's looking like Animosity maybe are going to go for a B execute here. And Bape has thrown his utility. It looks like maybe they were trying to go for an A fake. He's thrown a smoke and a flash over on the A site, and B is completely clear. They're hitting Animosity with they're hitting Merc with their own strat right now. And the bomb is going to get planted now. We have a full-on 5v5 retake. Bape is posted up perfectly here. If he just waits long enough, he should have an easy 2k unless they clear him. He's able to drop 1 there, and he's going to get the second, but more players are on the way, but now they have to decide, are they going to push after him or not? Bape is able to drop him, but now we're down to a 3 versus 3. They're getting aggressive over towards Events. And both players are coming in from this backstab angle here, and Coldie's able to drop 1. Vape is the last one alive in a 1v3, but you don't have much time to work with, and he's going to get taken out by Coldie, and is now 8-5 Animosity, picking up a much-needed round. It's looking like they're getting closer to tying this one up.
For each side here on Raid, it can get dicey for the Coalition. MERCILESS. Was it just 1 flashbang bought by them? And besides that, it is going to be a full round of just XDs, and they're quickly going to be cleaned up. It looks like Loose is, or was AFK. He's now moving. Doesn't look like it was a round they really cared too much about. Trying to end that quickly. Vady has been dropped, a little bit of damage done to the economy is always good. If Loose can pick up 1 more, it won't be a horrible eco round coming in from Animosity. Bomb being planted, they're going to offset any of the cash that was lost by Fady there. At least some of it. And Loose is going to go down quickly there to Aries AK. And 2 rounds on separating these teams. It's 8-6.
Yeah, we didn't see MERCILESS use the mid too much. I'm hoping Animosity will fight for some more mid control, because that's always the thing that throws teams off on Raid, is if you got to worry about mid, then you got to worry about Vince and about your spawn, and it makes it harder. So hopefully we'll get to see them utilize that a bit as we come into the second half of the match here. Looks like Nate's trying to go for the wallbang. He's going to get tagged down a little bit in return. Just getting breathed on. 9 damage from that wallbang in response. A lot of slow gameplay from Animosity here, but they are pushing up towards mid. I think Loose can hear it, and he's probably calling out to his teammate. But Nate is posted up on this truck. That is one of my favorite angles to hold from spawn right there. Most people do not expect it, and I think he should be able to get some here if he plays his cards right. I mean, just posted up here using that little truck window as a head glitch. But I don't think they're going to contest him anyways. It looks like they choose to rotate out over towards A, but Vape is the one posted up here. He's going to have to be the man to try and stall or at least deny this push. And now the flashes are coming out. Vape is choosing to back up and play for his life. Definitely the smart play to do there. But the smokes are coming out, and Alus is coming in to try and contest. No one has crossed yet. We do have a small gap in the smoke as well, so this could be potentially the downfall of Animosity here. Vape is going to go for some shots. Can't quite find the kills, but he does connect a little bit of damage. The nades are now coming out on the side as well. The bomb's going to be planted. And Vape's going for a lot of shooting. And right now the picks are in favor of Animosity, but the HP definitely seems to be favoring MERCILESS here. If they could just win their gunfights, this should be pretty easy for them to do this retake, but no utility to work with, so it will be a little bit tough. Nate's able to drop 1 there. Aries is going to get taken out by that wallbang, but Elevate comes in with a late lurk over towards mid, and Babe is going to clean up the round. Huge lurk by Elevate to take out those 2 tons players. And Animosity, for the first time in this tournament, they could be close to being in the lead.
Be one hell of a crazy comeback here if Animosity is able to pull off the W. I am not, while I'm just saying this, I'm not trying to jinx anybody. No Caster's Curse here. KSG being pulled out over here by Snoop. Seen him use it a couple times quite effectively. We'll see if he's able to do so here on this coalition side, trying to protect that B bomb site, I believe. Excuse me, A bomb site, which is where he's headed. Scott checking heaven. Nobody's there. Actually, he's moved underground into tunnels. Is now working his way back over here towards B. Just waiting to see if he can find somebody to catch him off guard. Minute 20 on the clock. That's basically an eternity here instead of Critical Ops. Plenty of time left. Scott going to throw a little bit of utility up here towards heaven. Just waiting to see if he hears a footstep. Oh, I think he heard Goldie. Yep. Smoke grenade going up. Going to go ahead and block his vision. Scott slowly backing up in case he decides to jump on out of there. Really only some warning shots have been fired thus far. About a minute left here now on the clock. Trying to feel each other out. Going for that first pick. A seems to be the bomb site of choice here for Animosity. The bomb has basically committed at this point. They could still rotate. Oh my gosh. Vape finds him through a cloud of smoke. Loose. Picking him a third. Quickly dropped by Elevate, preventing him from doing more damage to his team. Vape is the remaining player here on top of this A bomb site. He's moving up now. Checking corners. Some valuable information. They're going to give himself a little bit of cover, and he pops out. Vape wasn't expecting that. They're trying to move up here. 2 players alive here on the Animosity side. They got the bomb in hand. Goldie trying to go for the plant. Elevate. Not seeing that player move up ramp. Scott catches him off guard. The bomb has been planted, but he doesn't know where he's at. He strafes out, and Goldie's got the laser beam. He finds the headshot on Scott, and now it's down to 1 versus 1. KSG versus SG. The original superpowered weapon versus the newest one. Oh, never mind. We're going for the OG matchup here. SG v SG. Dupes knows he's in a tough spot. You would assume he would think he's down here inside of ramps, and he does. He assumes right. He goes for the defuse, and it sounds like he's got plenty of time. Close, but not close enough for Animosity. Merciless HQ extends their lead back out to 2.
Yeah, good effort by them. Animosity still have plenty of money to work with, though. Looks like they should be able to full buy here if someone drops for the teammate. And we'll be getting full buy action. Vape with a Scar as well. Loose gonna still be rocking that KSG. Again, money is not the best in their situation, but again, you can do that already. You're allowed to rock that KSG, and it'll work. And we see the flashes coming out towards A. Loose goes for a flash of his own, and now he has the KSG, and he's able to find one. That's going to be huge. Going for the second peek. He's able to get a second. Get some huge damage onto Goldie as well. He's down to the 1-shot range, but it can't even be Vape to get the refrag there. Nate's posted up here, though. He's able to drop 1. Get 2. He could easily get the 3rd here. Almost gets the 3rd, but Snoop is there with the refrag, and Merciless are going to make it back up with them being in the lead by 3. Coming in around 18 here. What a quick, chaotic round. Unfortunate moment for Goldie in that last round. I think he heard Snoop jump up onto the site there and just thought he was looking in from above, but Snoop played that well with the sound cues. And now Merciless have secured the lead back. We were thinking it was possible, you know, maybe Animosity are going to tie it back up, but it's looking like it's closer in Merc's favor now as we get closer towards the end of the second map here. Oh, but Elevate has made his way through tunnels somehow, and this man is getting overruled on the site. Scott's gonna get dropped as well. That's 2 weapons dropped now on the side of Merciless, and Elevate is still posted up in tunnels. He's gonna take out Vape. The KSG being dominant there over towards the tunnels in its home territory. And now Merciless, they just choose to save. I mean, what do you do in this situation? They just lost an eco round. I'm telling you, the eco rounds have been crazy on this second map here. And they're just gonna go ahead and go for the save. I don't blame them. I would do the same thing in that situation. Vape and Goldie should be able to pick up some weapons that were dropped.
Yeah, there's no reason to push this. Loose is getting a little aggressive. Of course, he doesn't know where any of these players are located. Still trying to find him out. Gonna see if he can pick up somebody rotating. He might be able to do so. I think he hears these players coming out. He's gonna find Elevate, doubles up, and Vape is gonna lose his life by making the ultimate sacrifice over there on site. It is a round win for Animosity, but I don't know if it really helped him out that much. Still trailing by 2, hurting the cash as well. They should have enough to go full buys here. Aries opting to go for the shotgun once again, a little lighter. Vape, plenty of cash to buy, is yet to show what he decided to pick up. SG is going to be in his hands. He's now leaving the bomb site. Snoops is going to stick with that KSG as we move in here to round number 19.
Looking like mid is where they're trying to show their presence, and Nate's gonna get wall banked out all the way in his spawn. Baby's just gonna delete him. We can see that man died all the way back in spawn. Now Eluse has to pick up that angle for him. Wow, how unfortunate. Oh, and Snoop is gonna peek out. He spots the player, but he's posted up with the KSG here. Unless this player could just pre-fire the heck out of him. There's no reason for Snoops to lose this gunfight. And now they're going to back off, choose to grab that bomb. They have plenty of time to decide where they want to go. Snoop is still kind of contesting. He's able to get a little chip damage onto Ares there, but now he's going to choose to back off. And it's looking like B might be the side of choice for Animosity. They do still have time to ultimately make a decision, but Coldie's going to get dropped by Scott there. And Snoop comes in with the smoke of his own. Oh man, a gunfight over towards middle. Luce is going to be the one to end up being superior. And Snoop, oh man, comes in with the flash. He's able to find one, but Ares comes in for the quick refrag. It's not onto a 2 versus 2. The bomb is on site. They're going for that plant right now. And we have a 2v2 retake on our hands here. Elevate with full utility has plenty of decisions to make, plenty of opportunities to try and assist his teammate. Elu's going to be dumping some of the utility over towards the backside. Ares gets super low from that frag grenade. He might just get wallbanged and taken out based on where he's playing from if he's unlucky. And a whole lot of smokes coming out over towards site. Ares is going to get spotted out. And now Elevate is spotted. They're up in the top. But Vape is going to be there with a nice and easy support. Just in case his teammate got taken out. And MERCILESS pick up their 11th round. 1 away from our match point if they can pick up the next one here.
And 2 away from that magic number of 13. Round number 20 is now underway. Again, you know, Animosity winning round number 18 it was. But it didn't really help them out all that much. Just due to the strange things that happened right there at the end of the game, or the end of that round. Scott and Snoops committing to the KSG here, and AUG and SG in the hands of Loose, Vape, and Nay for MERCILESS. Fadagoose opted to pull the KSG. We'll see kind of action he can get with it. Moving a little faster maybe on the side of the breach. They need to get that bomb planted and close that score lead back down to only 2. They're going to make the comeback. Now's the time. Ares and Bape getting kills respectively. And they've made it over to that bomb site. And that bomb will now be planted. They've only lost 1 player on that attack. Nay firing some warning shots. It looks like he's really low on ammo. It looks like he only got like 29 rounds left on the side of that SG. Coming out, KSG does a bunch of damage. And teammate Snoops is going to finish him off. Bape's in a tough spot. Doubles up. Now down to 1 versus 1. He doesn't know where he's at. Snoops comes around and stabs him with the gun. And it will be a bomb defuse coming in for MERCILESS, and it's match point now for them. It's 12-8. They lead by 4, and they are 1 round away, 1 round win away. That is, hitting that magic number of 13 and being completely victorious here in this best of 2 matchup in week number 3 for the Americas in Pro League.
Telling you, man, those KSGs, MERCILESS are showing us why they're dominant. They had 2 on that retake there, and I'm telling you, especially on the A site. It's just, it's so, like, small of an area. Eluse able to get a kill, but Vape is going to refrag there. Nate's still going for the wallbang damage.
Ooh, the HK.
And he's going to get tagged down pretty low, 46 HP, but Nate takes some damage of his own from the wallbang. Scott now able to get a wallbang of his own. It's like wallbang heaven here over towards Raid. Everyone is going for those wallbang shots. And now Coldie's posted up in heaven. Fade able to drop 1 more down to a 3 versus 3. And Snoop has to come in big towards B-Long. He's going to spot the player, but he misses the shot somehow. Fade. But oh, it's going to be the frag from Nay to clean up the kill and get the refrag. We're not onto a 2 versus 2. Both players on the B site here from Animosity. But the bomb is back in mid, and it looks like maybe they're going to go for rotation or at least try and take some map control. Right now, the players seem to be grouping up together. Definitely the smart play to make if you are Animosity here. And they still have a little under a minute to work with. They're making their way through vents right now. Vape might peek Coldie here. The time he could get the best of them. And yeah, Vape is going to take him out. And now Vape is posted up here waiting for the potential push. And it's going to be Vape to clean it up. MERCILESS are going to take home the best of 2, 2-0 in their favor, with them winning 13-8 on our second map here.
Well played there by Animosity, but ultimately just not enough. Go ahead and take that round win in map number 2. MERCILESS is going to finish this week 3 off 2-0. Very well played by them.
GG's to MERCILESS. You know, the first map, I think we all kind of knew they were going to win. Second map, at least we got a bit more of a show. Animosity got to show us, you know, some of their skills in that second map. They did have some really good rounds, but ultimately they just couldn't pull that second map through. MERCILESS went 2-0. I guess the community was right on this one because I know it was like 83 or 85% or something in favor of MERCILESS HQ. So a lot of people did manage to guess correctly for that one.
And MERCILESS HQ showing us why they are number 2 here on the leaderboards. Oh, did I speak too soon? Now, number 1, as they've been updated, they have moved up here to the top spot. Congratulations to them.
Yep, again, updated standings are popping up right now just so we can see MERCILESS has just moved up to first place. That is definitely a good spot to be in if you are them. Animosity, their opponents, remain in 6th. They don't gain any points. They don't lose any points. If you lose the best of 2, you just stay right at 2. Right now, they're still kind of in a tough spot. Ideally, they want to try and climb up there. But at least right now, they are not in the red zone, so that is somewhat decent for them.
Well played to both teams. Folks, we have one more best of 2 matchup coming up here, so don't leave just yet. Got a quick break time. Enjoy the action here from all the clips from the previous matchups. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and maybe during the break, head over to the gfuel.com and use that code esportsmobile at checkout to save yourself 30% off the amazing product that is G Fuel. It's not a command, but it's definitely a highly recommended recommendation. Oh, and Manthus, before we hit that break time, why don't you tell everybody about the Golden Ox tournament, which signups start tomorrow?
Yeah, again, you all can see signups are opening March 27th tomorrow. If you go to play.mobileesports.org/app/GoldenOx, you can read more info about the tournament. But the big key here is that there's 2 things you got to take away from this. Number 1, if you place top 4 in Golden Ox, you secure a spot in the round robin for Circuit, which is ultimately a way for you to lead right into the next season of Pro League if you do place high in a Circuit as well. The second thing is whether you win or lose, if your team is there to play and you can get at least 10 matches in, then you are guaranteed 1,500 credits per player on your roster. Now, if you do win some games, you can throw in some bonus prizes, get some premium cases added in there as well. But if you can sign up for the Golden Ox tournament and play 10 matches, then you can get you some credits. So make sure you all are signing up for that Golden Ox tournament if you want some free credits on your hands.
It's a win-win-win. Very rarely do you have situations like that. It's the Golden Ox tournament. Sign-ups start tomorrow. Folks, we'll see you on the flip side for the next best of 2 matchup here in Pro League for week 3 of the Americas. See you on the flip.
Democracy is going to get one on Shadow. 3v4 now. Hisoka looking around, pushing in, does get one, but Vanima able to refrag him. But oh, that's big from Sadok. 1v1 now. Oh, Sadok is going for the 1v3, but is there enough time? He smokes the bomb. He's just going for the ninja, but I feel like he can just get spammed there. Oh, what is happening? Vanima does get the knife frag.
Oh no, I had it take. You know, I love it. It's just you know, some of that just gracious, you know, using that psychic powers to hold the gun at such a weird angle and the bullets still fly where they need to go. But looks like they're going to go for the defuse.
Oh, what?
Oh, and he did get the defuse. No? Yes? No.
No, Phoenix won that. That is
2 non-pistol weapons running around, which is 2 weapons you don't want to have in the opposing team's hands. We are going to see Demoxy going down, probably the one who would, with the AUG, having the best chance. But let's not count Officer out yet. I mean, we never know what they're going to be able to, what they're going to do. So they're slowly making their way in. Bomb is down. Valley able to take out Vadima. Officer going down. And so now it's down to a barrel stuff from Uri. What? Getting a double immediately after and getting the defuse. Uri absolutely throwing everything out the window. Eco here. Maybe, okay, we're still going to see a Shotty come in, which is going to be great. But it's going to more than likely, now then again, as we've said about this business, may change that, but overall it looks like we're seeing a tie. Democracy getting a nice double nade, making it look easy, showing us exactly where he should be placing that. Coming in, Unrust yet again, 2-piece for himself, leaving Master Sonic all by himself.
before now. Bomb still dropped. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. Phoenix, they have to make a decision soon. Shadow and Hisoka, they actually take out Vanima and the Airy. Oh, that again switches the round completely around. And now the B bomb site is going to be the point of contention.
And remember, if we do get to a tie, which it's still possible, it's only going to be 7% of you guys that voted for that. So that would be absolutely insane for those 7%. But right now, it's still looking fairly good for Team Phoenix. Bomb is going down. It's a 3v2. Officer is halfway down. Although he's coming in from the rear. Can he be seen? Shadow down to 1v3. Catches him off guard and absolutely no way.
Merciless definitely wants to run that score up here on their side. Vortex, really, if you can get 4 rounds, that's a pretty good breach side here on this map, in my opinion. Aluz, having pulled out the ratio, is going to go to start it off for us. Gabs getting dropped by it. See if we can find another player. I don't think anybody on their side yet. Nobody does have the ratio. I was Lord last round who had pulled it out there.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Disgusting. Got. Picking up the 2K through the smoke. Gonna grab one more. Lord going down. Going for the quad feed. He's able to pick it up. Double Lord.
And it might be in favor of them here. Scott is the only one on the A side right now, and it looks like all 5 players are heading over in his direction. He's gonna have to be, you know, the best anchor in the world if he wants to try and keep Merciless alive here in this round. He's gonna peek out there, just perfect timing. He's able to get 3. Oh my god, what a lineup. Wow, that's the Scar coming into play right there. And Snoops is here, and A-Mate is able to spot the last 2. Ottawa is gonna be the one who finds that pick though. And it looks like round number 10 is underway. And again, kind of why I want to look at the scoreboard real quick. So we can see right now, Vortex are not playing on their own server this game. We are on America's servers. So our second map is going to be with Merciless rocking the high ping. And oh man, Nay, look at this positioning with the KSG, and they're all here. I want to see him get a kill here, man. Please. They're all lined up.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh my god. He's able to get 2. Make it 3. No way.
That gun is absolutely nasty.
It looks like they're coming back to try and fight for B long control over here. Look at this, Gabs has made his way all the way back, but now he's gonna have to go ahead and help out his teammates. And A has picked up the AK. I don't think he's gonna expect a player to be coming from behind him though, so as long as they just play patiently, Nay should get dropped before doing any more damage with this AK. He is getting backstabbed right now, and he definitely is not aware. And yeah, there we go. Gabs is going to come in and drop him. And now Ottawa is the last one alive. Again, at least 2 rifles have been dropped on the side of Vortex, so a decent eco round for Merciless HQ. Maybe I guess they just don't know Ottawa is here. No way okay, I don't think he has time. Does he have time for this?
No way.
No way he has time. Does he have time?
God.
Does he have time? Oh my god! No! No!
2.2 KD right now coming in from him. Jinx at 8 and 5, 7 and 3 for Ottawa, and 9 and 7 for Nay. Sky has yet to pick up a kill here. In map number 2, was the best player in map number 1 for Merciless HQ, currently hitting that bottom. He's still in the agency, looking to graduate. There's a loose, tripled up with the SG. You can't let him do that. It's the quad feed. Unbelievable. He's looking for...
As soon as Borg's able to get it down, there we go. The bomb plan is taking place. Oh, he's going to get some damage from that nade. I thought maybe the wallbang would finish him off. There we go. Ottawa was able to get the pick with the SG as he sprays through that wall. And now 2 players have been dropped. He's able to even it up just a little bit, finding another pick there of his own. But a lot of wallbang gunshots are taking place here over towards the B site. And Arkeezy's going to get dropped. Now we're down to a 2 versus 4. Both players choosing to position themselves over towards the B long side of things. And Lord is going to get traded out easily. Jinx still over here towards the stairs. He could try and maybe lock it down. Oh, and he's able to drop Jinx there. He couldn't clutch this up easily, down to a 1 versus 1. The tap is going to go out for him, and he's just able to get him off the bomb. And oh my god, what a shot from Jinx. Wow, what a clutch.
Economy on Elevate. I mean, if Invictus wins this round, we're probably looking at 5 unanswered rounds on the scoreboard for them, because how much? 400? Yes, $400 total. Oh, what a okay. Yep, that's why he has that rating, because he's able to do that. Does take down Malik, so probably making it a bit easier for Elevate to attack B if they do choose to do that. And Zenite, he's going to push up and go down as quickly.
I mean, it's not going to be easy.
They're doing a very good job at getting frags that matter. Malik, though, gets another Mixage with that TRG. Now Noxic, he does go for a huge double there, and Mixage not able to connect the second shot. Noxic, what is that? All right. Yep, Mage just does that. Zenite does push in, but Noxic is looking for that ace. And what an ace, man. What an ace.
It's looking a little bit better. It's now tied. Now, well, at least a little bit now more tilted. Now we're going to be able to see Melody and Noxic do the same. But Mixage is still alive. He's just got to play with him just a little bit longer to keep him off of that. Now that's going to be Noxic going down. Again, playing on time. Ooh. Going for the fake. Going into the smoke. and
He's
being able to secure
insane.
the kill. So it's now 3-3. But falling out. Oh no, he misses, but somehow doesn't take any damage. He escapes with his life and everything else in his pockets. Ecstasy able to get one. Bomb is gonna go down. Let's see if he. Oh, what?
What?
Dynamic giving with a quick W there. They got the cash advantage and they utilize it here, pushing up pretty aggressively. Messages actually will strike first. KSG now on the ground in the hands of Messages. He's going to try to send the iMessage back and says, take that, RCS is how we're running. He finds Kid Prism. It's a 3 versus 4 now. MP7 is in the hands of Juice. That's not a gun you typically see pulled out much inside of Critical Ops anymore. Oh my gosh, Tomato.
I want to meet Christian Gar with the backstab here. Fade is already on his way onto the backside. I don't think this is going to be a round going in favor of Dynamic Gaming unless they can pick up some huge picks here. Afro is posted up watching that Prism, able to get a nice headshot onto Ares there. Oh, what a shot by Afro. No way they're going to get that kill. This is all of a sudden looking doable by Dynamic Gaming. Down to a 1 versus 1. The clock is ticking down and Babe has to go for this defuse. Afro's posted up around this corner and Babe is deciding if he's going to go for the swing or not. And oh, he's going to get him off. No way. Wait, does he have time for this?
I think he does. He's going to be close. It's down to the wire. But it's...
2 KSGs on the side of Animosity. It should be interesting to see how they're able to potentially make this work out. Juice is currently watching the smoke. He should have every advantage for this gunfight as long as he is expecting him to push through the smoke. He's going to go for the frag as well for some chip damage onto him. And Ares takes some nice damage there. He's down to under half HP. All 3 players coming from flank. This could be huge for Juice. He's going to spray down the lineup. Wow. Here, he's able to drop 1 and then get some huge damage in return. And now the A-side push is still commencing. Animosity, they're able to drop Juice as well. But Prism is posted up in this corner. The smoke is going to come out for their cross though. Oh, and they're just going to walk up. Oh, they're stuck on each other right now. They gotta know. They gotta know. No way they don't know. Yeah, okay. MGS finally catches onto it. Oh my goodness. Pretzel over here towards the backside is able to drop 1. Goes for the second wall blind. Hold on. The third player over there, he's able to go for that reload now. He's gonna spot him as he goes for that jiggle peek. I think Pretzel could clutch this round up. 1v3 for him. He was able to pull it off. The bomb is down in front of him. Oh, and the timing almost gets the best of him. Oh my goodness. So many whiff shots. What is happening? Pretzel is gonna clutch it. How?
Once that flashbang goes off, he's tagged, finds the wall bang, trying to go for the 2K, he's able to pick it up. He's got one more player to get him to his right up in front of sight, and he's somehow he's going.
Any other strategy right now? Goes to defense now. Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna do it? Oh my God! He does it! The ninja defuse.
Don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection, zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins, character creation. Wow, looking good. Gamer words, DLC, XP, side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode, lag, noob, squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
Gamer words, DLC, and welcome back to Critical Ops Esports. This is Pro League Week 3, Season 1, the Americas, folks. We're getting ready for the next matchup. It's going to be between Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem 5. Before we do that, though, I hope you headed over to gfuel.com. But for those of you that might just be joining for the first time, I'm going to let you in a little secret. Code Esports Mobile right now is 30% off anything on gfuel.com. No, you don't need to adjust your headphones. You heard me right. No need to reconnect the AirPods. That's 30% off anything on gfuel.com by utilizing code Esports Mobile at checkout. Toss the flashbang that is the code into the checkout, and the rest is done for you. The math is done. You don't have to do anything. You don't think about it. Just type it in. Boom. And the math, the change you save has been deducted. Code Esports Mobile at checkout. 30% off anything at gfuel.com. Mantis, you want to run through the Pestilence camo set, which just looks so sickeningly amazing.
Again, you can see the Pestilence bundle popping up here right now. For all of you wondering, this is a lucky spinner now. You can get it from March 10th until March 30th. So you can go ahead and test your luck, see if you can get any of these incredible skins. All the options will be popping up here on screen in just a second, but we do have a lot of nice themes, I guess, when it comes to the Pestilence. You can see our collection of skins here. We have the Sickness, Contagion, Plague, Infection, Disease, Blight, Affliction, and Scourge. We got all the bad things, but man, the skins look so good. And again, March 10th until March 30th. So you guys only got 4 more days to go and get your hands on some of these lucky spin skins, especially that Infection knife. I gotta say, that's my favorite in this bundle. Just walking around with a little meat cleaver like that. That's pretty toxic, I guess you could say.
Oh, toxic indeed. Look absolutely sickening. Again, guys, only 4 days left. Take advantage of Lucky Spin while you can, because it'll be gone in less than 4 days. What's going to be gone even sooner is this matchup between Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem 5. 2 maps will be played between both of these teams, and we're going to go ahead and start taking a look at this match up here shortly. Folks, let us know in the comment section down below who you think will be taking this, Resurgent Phoenix or Mayhem 5. I'm curious to see what the community votes overall will look like. But here it is, popping up on screen. You can see Resurgent Phoenix, formerly known as Evil Vision, second place of World of 2022. And then Mayhem 5, a team I don't think I've had the pleasure yet of casting. Should be an interesting matchup here. And I just mentioned those community votes. You might be thinking to yourself, what is he talking about? Well, here it is right here on screen. You can scan the QR code to head over there to the URL. That is in that beautiful salmon color, I guess is what it be best described as. Anyways, you earn big prizes by casting your votes here in the Pro League matches. If you're right, you think one team's going to win, you cast your votes on it. You have a certain amount. You can use all of them or just a couple. If you're right, well, you win some more points. If you're wrong, you lose those points. It's a great way to earn some amazing prizes or rewards that are inside of Critical Ops, as well as showing off your skills at predicting the winners. Mantis, Resurgent Phoenix is going to be the first team we're taking a look at here. Take it away.
Yeah, again, we're going to be having a matchup between Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem 5, but first, let's start with Resurgent Phoenix. Now, again, their standings, I gotta say, are pretty great. I mean, Circuit Season 1, first place. Season 2, first place. Season 3, first place. Season 5, first place. Embers of Victory, Season 1, first place. Worlds, their only second place trophy, but again, that was in the whole world, man. And look at their total earnings, $17,000 US overall for Resurgent Phoenix. That is pretty incredible. They have a lot of earnings and a lot of great standings overall. And again, taking a look at their roster, we can see this is our favorite South American team here, Metal Monster at the top there. Fun fact, I'm not sure if he still is, but previously he was the most rated player, like that had the highest rating in the entire world. Out of all the Critical Ops players out there, Metal Monster had the best stats. So yeah, that is going to be the roster for Resurgent Phoenix. Again, we can take a look at their map statistics here and to see how they did in previous major tournaments. I mean, those win rates are looking pretty high. I mean, I don't see a single one under 50%. Some maps they even have a 100% win rate on, so that is pretty impressive. So I definitely would be scared if I were Mayhem 5 just looking at those stats.
You think? You must have something planned for this amazing team. Here's Mayhem 5 popping up on stream. Let's see what they got behind the door.
Yeah, a lot of great tournament standings for them as well. I mean, Season 4, they placed first. Season 5, they placed second in Circuit. Embers of Victory, Season 2, they were the champions. And in Worlds, they ended up in 8th place. Their total earnings overall are 5,000 US dollars. Let's take a look at their roster and see who's going to be competing here today. Again, just looking at all of the players here, we can see the stats. They're not as good as their opponents, but there's still some familiar faces here. We do have Ox, Zeke, Hoodie, Max, Insane. A lot of familiar names and a good amount of maps played as well. Ox looks to be the most experienced on the team. The win rates are looking pretty solid out of these guys as well. I still think their statistics are better when it comes to Resurgent Phoenix, but then again, stats aren't everything. And we can all see their map stats popping up on screen. Canals and Grounded are looking like they're not too hot on those maps. Village hasn't been played yet. But yeah, Canals and Grounded definitely seem to be their 2 weak links. Port and Raid and Soar are actually their 3 best maps. You don't get to see that often in teams, but those 3 maps are like their dynamic trio, so maybe if they're lucky, they'll get to play one of those maps here today.
I'm definitely curious to see the matchup for the maps, but before we do that, let's take a look at the matchup between the players. Metal Monster and Hoodie are going to be the first ones up here for their respective teams. Manthus, what stands out to you?
Yeah, I mean, again, Metal, we know the world MVP from 2022, and this man just like, I mean, 76 maps played, an 81% win rate, and a 1.93 rating. You don't get to see that often from players. Hoodie is going to be on the other side, 50 maps played. Again, not as high of a win rate and a 1.39 rating. I mean, so again, this is probably the best stats as far as rating that we're going to see on each side. But so far, Metal just seems to be the dominant player. Cool popping up now. This man, typically on the role of sniper. I know last weekend when we got to see him play, he wasn't really utilizing the sniper all that much. But when he does pull out the sniper, he has a demon on it as well. Artist popping up on our other side here. Both of these players have a really high win rate. And a pretty high rating as well. I'd say maybe they could be evenly matched as far as the stats for that matchup there. Henrico versus a Zeke now popping up again. Henrico typically takes that lurker role, and he has 83 maps with a 1.46 rating. A Zeke only 17 maps with a 1.29 rating, but the win rate is still high on this player as well.
Heroes and Locks on screen. That support role versus IGL, 50 maps here to Heroes named, and I believe that says 98 maps there for Ox, almost getting to that triple digit mark. Win rate of 74% compared to 58%, and win the overall rating, which is multiple different factors, not just KD, but is higher there for Mr. Heroes at 1.41 versus 1.09.
Yeah, and overall, a pattern I've been noticing, the rating is always higher on the side of Resurgent Phoenix. I don't think we've seen Mayhem 5 take the higher rating. I mean, even as we move towards the bottom, we can see now Gudon and Max. 1.40 rating on Gudon, and Max has that rating of 1.07. Again, the maps played about the same for those 2 players. We can see Insane here, 65 maps in total, 1.06 rating, but a solid win rate. His opponent, 72 maps though on XVE there, 69% win rate and a 1.37 rating, but that man is an entry fragger for his role. And now Fanatico versus Tapsta over here. Tapsta has only played 1 map with a 0% win rate, and Fanatico has 24 maps with a 54% win rate and a rating of 0.84.
Speaking of maps, let's go ahead and take a look at the map pool here for Season 1 of the Pro League. I wouldn't mind seeing some Village again. I know we saw it last week. Can we have a double header here? Can we get it back-to-back? We're going to find out here. Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem are about to be deciding what maps they are playing on. Let's see. I'm curious to see what gets the left swipe and what gets accepted. Oh, man.
We ask for too much. I don't know.
I think we do. My hopes are just too high. Village and Grounded have been left swiped, not interested. Oh, Raid will be the map 1. And then we're going to Plaza. So an inverse of what we had in the first series between Merciless HQ and Animosity. This should be interesting.
Yeah,
These teams are almost ready, too. Got a little bit more to run through before we dive on into that. Let's take a look at the community votes here and see what the community thinks. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Do my eyes deceive me, or is that 77% there in favor of Resurgent Phoenix?
I mean, you got to look at the stats and say, all right, these guys, they just have the better statistics overall. I don't think Mayhem 5 are probably going to win this one if you're just looking at the stats. Again, we know stats aren't everything. We've had some moments where the statistics, you know, a team will have like the worst stats you've ever seen, and they end up like winning. I mean, that happened in Worlds, for example.
Yeah.
We saw like I can't remember what the name of it. It was Crossfire, and they had like the worst stats out of all the teams, and they ended up placing like third or fourth in the entire tournament. So you know, stats aren't everything. Maybe if your team's been practicing, they got the chemistry. Maybe that's all they need.
Curious to see if that's going to be the case or not, if the community is going to be right or wrong. We shall see here, folks. I think we're almost ready to go ahead and dive on into this matchup. The knife is, I'm assuming, was going to happen here on stream, but we'll see. Maybe it's done off. Chat us in the comment section what you think the overall score is going to be. If it's going to be very close or very lopsided, you let us know who you thought was going to win. But is it by big margins or smaller numbers? Based on the 77%, I would assume most people think Resurgent Phoenix is going to win by a pretty commanding margin. Waiting that final confirmation, and we will go ahead and dive on in. It looks like we have that now. We're ready to go. Let's do this, folks. Mayhem 5 and Resurgent Phoenix going to be going for knife, deciding which team is going to start on which side here. We're underway.
Again, bouncing back on those community votes, you got to remember, we do have an American team versus a South American team. So, or I guess I should say North versus South American. So one of these maps, the Resurgent Phoenix is going to be playing on America's servers. Now, I don't know if that's going to be enough to let Mayhem win, but, you know, again, a tie is much more likely possible when you got to go cross region a little bit for that best of two.
Can come into play. Definitely can. A little extra cog here in the machine that is the matchup between Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem 5. They're thinking about it. Not sure who's going to strike first. Classic Coalition blender stacked in the corner. Blades out, swinging, slicing through the air. The Breacher trying to call their bluff, trying to get pop.
Tell you what, someone's got to strike. What do we do in this situation? They're just like, I don't know if I want to push into the blender. That's not going to end well for us.
I don't know why I'm being so quiet. It's like there's no action going on. So I'm thinking who's going to strike first. I don't know. I'm sitting here.
What I like to call a Mexican standoff, boys.
No kidding. Except, play the music. Except no guns allowed. I don't know how much time is left on the clock, but it's got to be getting low here. They are trying to get those palms sweaty. Weak knees.
Oh man, they're actually going to win.
Do it. Enrico. Oh my gosh.
And now we're going to find out which side Resurgent Phoenix want to go ahead and get started on before we hop into this pistol round. Again, you're on raid. Not 100% sure what server we're playing on, but we'll get to check that in just a moment here. But again, the round balance is everything sometimes. Again, Resurgent Phoenix they were first place on the leaderboard until MERCILESS ended up taking that first place spot for them. They dropped down to second, but their game is taking place right now. So a tie or a win could push them back up to first place based on that round balance. Or if they just win, they'll get pushed back up to first place regardless.
Looks like they will be starting out here on the breach side. This is one of those maps where the breach side is maybe has more advantage in the coalition.
We can see Resurgent Phoenix taking B side. They are flexing the skins on us. You can see Henrico right now is wearing those Worlds 2022 champion gloves. He is showing everyone on stream right now. We were the champs. Well, maybe not the champs, but they were pretty high up there, second place. And now we have a full-on retake on our hands here. 5 versus 5. A decent amount of deagles in hand here. A few more than I was probably expecting for the map array. The smoke is going to come out, but oh, they're going to waste the smoke. You can't do that if you're Mayhem 5. The picks are coming in, but Henrico's going to find a couple, and Artist is the last one alive now. He's going to get shot out there, though. Gudon cleaning up around with a nice 2K. Resurgent Phoenix going to pick up our pistol round here.
Got the cash advantage moving into round number 2. Here's the raid statistics for both these teams. Actually, the same amount of times played, where Mayhem 5 has won a slight bit more, 93% overall win rate compared to that the 80% win rate for the 15 maps played by Resurgent Phoenix.
Oh, what is happening?
I heard some
Ox
knives,
just
man.
Yeah, Ox runs in with the knife. I think he tagged Fanatico once with the knife. Couldn't find the kill. Max maybe trying to see if he can confirm the kill. Man, Fanatico is so low. He needs to be careful. A stray bullet could just take him out if he's not careful. Taps the tries to come in for the flame, but XVU with a jump peek is going to be the one to take him out there. And it's already down to the last 2 players here. Maybe just going to try and see if they can find 1 or 2 exit frags. But Resurgent Phoenix, they really don't want to die here in their situation. That would, you know, they have the AKs in hand. They can survive, and that would be huge for them if they can go into the next round without losing any weapons. But they're going to have to clear off the site soon. It is ticking down. And Artist is slowly making his way in here for this backstab. Maybe going to peek into XVE here. Yeah, he's going to peek into him, but he's going to get taken out. No one dropped on the side of Resurgent Phoenix coming into round number 3, but we should see a full buy now for Mayhem 5.
Three Ongs are being pulled out. Artist deciding what he wants to go with. This could be the M4 as well as for Max there. No KSG's pulled out for Resurgent Phoenix, rocking the AKs. The X also has the MR96 here. We're curious to see if he can utilize that at all, maybe for a quick wand tap.
A lot of slow gameplay from Resurgent Phoenix right now, but again, they do have plenty of time to work with. Maybe trying to see if they can figure out how Mayhem 5 plays. Do they like to get aggressive? Do they go for those flanks? But so far, we're not getting anything on their side. And soon they're going to have to make a decision. Still over a minute left on the clock, though. And I know you were saying before, that could feel like an eternity. XV is going to be the first to get dropped. Ox is going to be the first one to strike. And it looks like A is now the side of choice. Smoke coming out. And Max is forced to back up. He is going to flash through. Maybe he's going to contest this, but no, he's forced to back up. Now the flashes are coming out. But no, he's actually going to push through and try and challenge it anyways. Henrico's going to get dropped. And Max able to get a second. And he's able to drop the third as he's trying to go for the cross. Heroes is the last one alive now, but Ox is going to drop him over towards spawn. And Mayhem put up their first round on the board for us.
When our Resurgent Phoenix will respond here, it's looking like it's going to be all Deagles coming in from them. Yeah, it looks like all Deagles is going to be the case with some utility. A is going to be the bomb side of choice. That makes sense. So you have 3 coalition players fanning out over there towards A. Insane's going to strike first, finding X. Max popping around the corner, gets 1 kill, almost able to get the other, but it's Enrico going to find him and drop him. Bomb is on the site. Frag grenade going up, going to do some damage. Takes out Enrico, and Insane gets to 2K with the AUG in his hand. Knows there's 1 more player left, and that's going to be Heroes hanging back here in A. If you can get 1 more kill, that'd be phenomenal. Good eco round here for Resurgent Phoenix. Unfortunately, not able to get the bomb planted. Ooh, Insane. Insane in the membrane. Gets a kill there on Heroes, and Mayhem 5 has tied it up. Look at this right here. Boom. Max finds 1, goes for the 2, and is able to get that 3rd as he crosses, making it look easy.
And now we will have a full buy versus a full buy on our hands. 2-2 all tied up. Already getting pretty interesting here. Artist trying to go for that wallbang spam with M4, but looks like A is going to be the side of choice for Resurgent Phoenix. We know from the previous tournaments they love to push the A side. If a team can't hold it, they're going to abuse it, and they're going to try and go for it again. XP is going to try and jump out. Max goes for the push of the smoke again, but by now Resurgent Phoenix is starting to read the play, and they're able to take him out. They were able to read him nice and easily. The frag comes out on the site for some chip damage on the players, but no kills him. He dropped quite yet. Artist is still posted up over towards these arches. No one coming in from the flank, so everyone retaking from spawn or tunnels. It should be a little difficult for Mayhem 5 to pull this one off, and Enrico's going to get a pick there. And man, everyone is just posted up. 5 players all watching an entrance. I mean, there's not much he can do here. Gudon tries to go for 1 there. He's able to get a nice little 1-tap there and gets a second on Artist through the smoke. And Mayhem 5 cannot hold the A site, and I'm telling you, I distinctly remember the tournament where Resurgent Phoenix hit A site like 9 times in a row versus Xena side. I think they're gonna do. They might, you know, repeat history here. If Mayhem 5 can't hold A site, they're just gonna keep going for it.
Hit him again and again and again, exactly where it hurts. Round number 6 is underway. Artist has pulled out the Scar, hitting it with some pre-fire there towards mid. Not gonna find anybody. Who has a phenomenal flashbang there, forcing Tapsa to back on up.
Oh my,
X
he
is gonna
can't even
strike
back
first.
up.
Gets tapped. Oh man, X doubles up insane. Should have had that, but he choked. Bomb hasn't planted, and Resurgent Phoenix is looking like they might take their lead to 2 here, unless they're able to retake the side here. 3 players up alive. Artist still has that scar, trying to work with it. Only 8 rounds that mag. Need to pop the reload here. Nobody's yet to get dropped here on the side of Resurgent Phoenix. Some players have had some damage done. Well, Fanatico almost loses his life, but he's going to stay alive, stay strong, and drops that player with the scar out. Max looks like he's going to try to save it or go for some action with it.
I guess saving is the play, but X, oh, he's getting aggressive here, and he's going to get spotted out, but Ox is there ready to refrag his teammate. Doesn't even get dropped, though. He's just there, ready to hold the angle. And Fanatico does get dropped by the bomb. But man, I'm telling you, if you're Mayhem 5 right now, if you've done your homework, you know what's coming. The A-site rampage over and over again. You gotta somehow find a way to stall them out, throw some flashes at them. You gotta do something.
Yep. Yeah, but really, if Mayhem 5 can keep this relatively close, getting to flipped only down by 4, maybe 3, they won't be in a horrible spot to go ahead and work that breach advantage to their advantage and end up winning map number 1. Definitely a whole lot of time left here on Raid for that to be the outcome, but it's a possibility. KSG has been pulled out by Artist. Max is rocking the scar over here for Mayhem 5.
Oh man, look at this. The most incorrect read I've ever seen in my life from Mayhem 5. All 5 players were reading that A stack, and B side is just open and available for the taking. Bomb being planted. They have so much map control to work with here. Ox is going to get taken up by XVE there. And already, this is not looking good for Mayhem 5. I mean, you got the full-on retake in your hands. No one has been dropped yet. You have a player pushed up in your spawn. They know you're coming from tunnels. Artist could maybe come future if he could take heaven control with that KSG. But he's going to have to count on his teammates to, you know, maybe cause some sort of distraction. He's going to spot the player there over towards long, but he can't find the kill. The KSG just barely doesn't do enough damage, and it looks like Mayhem 5 are actually going for the save. They're not even going to get tested anymore. They're just trying to see if they can save as many rifles as possible, and now Resurgent Phoenix have picked up onto it. They're getting aggressive, trying to see if maybe they can save their lives, or at least try and take some weapons off of their hands. That's what's going to take out Gudon over towards spawn. But the weapons have been saved, and Mayhem 5 are definitely looking a little rough on this defensive side of Raid here.
Round number 8 underway. 3 rounds in favor of Resurgent Phoenix right now. Max still sticking with that scar. Artist is not going to be able to buy the KSG. Going with the M4 as he is lower in the cash department here. Resurgent Phoenix favoring the B site right now. Could easily rotate over towards A if they wanted to. They do have 1 player sitting over there. That is Enrico Lee. Looking to see if he can find any coalition players who get a little too aggressive. That bomb has moved over here towards mid. They could go either way, and I'm thinking it might begin to favor this A side just a little bit. Player 4 and 5 just taps the and Ox are moving over here, working their A long, excuse me, their B long. There's 1 more player there who was toying with him. That's Gudon.
Oh, now the smokes are out. It's looking like A side is going to be the side of choice. The flashes come out, and Max is just blinded in this corner. Going for some spray through the smoke. Gets a little damage on those players, but no kills, just quiet. The nades come out as well. That's going to be some nice damage on the player, maybe, but no, not much. The bomb has been planted, but for once, Mayhem actually have the player advantage on this post-plan A side hold. They might be able to pull this one off, but Gudon is ready for this flank player here. Oh, and Ox gonna go for the pre-fire shots there. Heroes gonna eat that flash. He doesn't care, man. Everyone coming in from spawn is in trouble here. Gudon's gonna get taken on the flank, and now they have to be aware of this if they're Resurgent Phoenix. He chooses to go for the tunnels control, and Artist's gonna get flashed out, but he can't quite get the kill. But Heroes from tunnels with the aggro play able to find 2. But Artist comes in from behind, and now Henrico, he's still here over towards the side. He's able to grab the gun and tries. What is happening? Hello?
Bomb has been defused.
I'm sorry, I had to put my jaw back together there. Mayhem 5 with a phenomenal retake over Resurgent Phoenix on that A bomb site. Well played by them, cutting Resurgent Phoenix's lead to only 2 now. Compose yourself. You got yourself back together. So fast that last round. Phenomenal retake there by Mayhem 5. We're underway in round number 9. Heroes is going to be the bomb carrier here for Resurgent Phoenix, and they're pushing very quickly up here towards the safe side. Artist is first strike, found a Fnatic, going to put it down on the ground. The bomb has been now being planted. Artist popping up with his paintbrush of death out, get himself a little bit of cover before he goes ahead and starts making some noise with that brush. Finds one through the smoke, trying to double up, and it's a masterpiece of gore there for him. He's actually going to get that canvas destroyed. Taps it, comes out, finds Heroes. Ox says, no man, it's my music, and he comes over, and his teammate Max is going to take that away from him. Remaining player is Enrico Lee, and he gets dropped by Max. Bomb will be defused, and Mayhem 5 has closed the gap Resurgent Phoenix had, only down to 1.
Clearly they're picking up on the A push and learning how they can go ahead and counter that. Oh man, here we go. We're going to get to replay this round back here. Heroes, that 2K was huge. I thought he was going to pull that one off. But no, they couldn't quite do it. And now it's going to be a lot of deagles on the side of Resurgent Phoenix. The casual MR96 in there as well for some extra chip damage. Ox pushing up towards mid, able to find 2. That's going to be huge. And the bomb is dropped as well. That is not a good look for them. Max trying to go for the wallbang damage on a Gudon, but that board is going to save his life. And I don't think they're going to expect him to be pushed up in this corner. If he just plays this right, peeks at the perfect time, he could catch someone super off guard. Oh, Henrico is going to get flashed out of that spot, forced to back up. Oh man, and there we go. The peak is going to commence just in time, but Gudon is going to get dropped by Max ultimately. Enrico does have the SG in hand, so it's plenty of time. I think Mayhem 5 are actually going to get aggro here and try and see if they can't take the gun off his hands, because they probably don't want him to save it.
Minute left here on the clock. And Mayhem 5 looking like they are going to go ahead and tie it up here on the Coalition side. Phenomenal round there from them. Is tied up here as we move into round number 11. You know, we were talking about Mayhem 5 is able to keep it close, only down by 2, 3 going into the flip, but now it's looking like they might be up going into the flip, or best case scenario here for Resurgent Phoenix, a tie.
Yeah, and again, at this point, the fast A pushes just aren't working for them anymore. They really got to mix it up, and we know Resurgent Phoenix are notorious for those fast A pushes. I think maybe XV is trying to fake it on his own. I mean, he's throwing the util out, he's throwing the nades and the flashes and stuff, maybe trying to see if he can bait out the rotation. And look at the map right now. B side is just completely open. Mayhem 5, they are all here. They are terrified of the A side push from Resurgent Phoenix, but the bomb isn't even going down yet, and surely by now they've caught on. I think Max is at least catching on to it. He probably hears the bomb being planted. And XV has a perfect mid lurk here. He could come in and flank everyone from spawn here if he just times this right. Oh man, XV, he's about to be like the MVP of this round. Ox, oh, he jiggles it. Oh my god, the timing. Yeah, no, it's over now. If this man gets the perfect flank in. Max is going to spawn one out there. Maybe tries to go for the wallbang damage. Heroes is going to get dropped, and now XVE's got to come in huge here. Everyone's getting dropped on the side of Resurgent Phoenix. XV now comes in running. He's able to find 2 players. He's playing Trigger Discipline right now, and he's just going to go for the guaranteed kills while he can. He's able to find 2, and now it's down to 1 versus 1. Gudon on site. He is going to be blinded out, and Artist is going to come in flying through the smoke to clean up the round. Somehow, Mayhem 5 pulled that off, but I don't think they have time, actually. The bomb is ticking pretty fast, and no, he's going to get blown up. Oh, man. What a flank by XVE. He played that perfectly. And ultimately, there just wasn't enough time in that round. Mayhem 5, it would be great if they could tie this up. But again, it's possible they'll be down by 2. We'll have to see how this round plays out, though.
Gonna be tied? Or is Resurgent Phoenix gonna have the lead here? We're gonna see. Heroes is the first to strike. That's a big play there for him. But Max is going to go to even the body camp board, putting Gudon down. It's a 4 versus 4. Max actually put it back in his favor. He finds Gudon, trading him out. Fanatico is low on HP here. They're trying to take this A site. The bomb is going to push on top of it, and they are going to go ahead and plant it. Fanatico is the one on site. To the toss a frag over there. He's going to go down quickly. He's not going to have to, though, as a player is there. Artist paints him up and drops him. Insane finds Enrico. 2 players up alive here on the side of Resurgent Phoenix, and it's looking like we might just have a tie on our hands. Insane now, dueling back and forth with Heroes. In a good spot up here. He's got a play coming from the left. He picks up a headshot. Can he 2K? He's not going to be able to. Taps his head. Pops it. And he's got time. Yeah, it was unfortunate. If it looked right, it was no ammo in his gun left for heroes.
I was about to say, man, don't like choke this, and then he just ended up going for the shots. The player turned around there, need to get traded out, but I gotta respect the decision to go for the trigger discipline. At the very least, there wasn't just enough time left in the round, so at least he made the right call there ultimately. That almost could have been a blunder for Resurgent Phoenix. But now 6-6 going into the flip. You don't see this too often on the side of Raid. Now the question is, what do Mayhem 5 have in store for us on this pistol? And it looks like A is going to be the side of choice. Fanatico is posted up here, but the smoke is going to come out. And now there's not much he can do besides maybe go for some warning shots through the smoke. He's currently trying to jump spot and see if he can find anyone. R is still with the frag grenade in hand. Maybe going to be able to get some huge damage on some players. And the flank presence is going to be huge from Resurgent Phoenix for this here. Ox can definitely hear them coming, and he's got to be careful here. But I know he's going to get overwhelmed by all these players, and they're going to come in with a swift 2K. Artist does find a pick with a frag, but RP, they're just everywhere on the map right now. Max able to find one, make that two, but he's going to get dropped immediately by heroes in response, and that bomb defuse is going to go underway.
Bomb has been defused.
Well played there by Resurgent Phoenix. Got the cash advantage now. They need to utilize it properly. Mayhem 5 totally figured out what they were doing on the bridge side. Absolutely shut them down. Had a phenomenal showing. What do they have up their sleeves?
Well, so far it looks like maybe the KSG. We'll get to see that pulled out here. Mayhem 5, interestingly enough, choose to go for a force even though they lost the round. That is really gambling a lot here. It might not go in their favor. And XV currently playing super aggressively, trying to see if he can spot any heads over this fence here. But I tell you what, the decision to go for the force, it's pretty ballsy by Mayhem 5. I'll put it at that.
Gotta take some risks. Some warning shots being fired. Nobody's yet to get dropped. Thought I heard somebody having some damage done to them, but heard wrong. Grenade coming over. I think they got a pretty good idea. It's going to be on A. You can already see these players rotating. Udan gets the valuable information of where they're at. He's able to pick up one teammate. XV is there, getting another. One player left alive here now. Here for Mayhem 5, it's Max, and that force buy is going to be, I think, a downfall here for Mayhem 5, at least in the short term. Should allow another round going in favor of Resurgent Phoenix, potentially 2.
Yeah, again, the ego's gonna have to come into play here before they do buy, but I don't know. Artists is just full bought up. They're going for the buy again, I guess. Or some of them are, at least. I mean, Tapstub forcing a KSG. Artist with the shotgun as well. Maybe we'll see some tunnels presence from these players. And it looks like Artist is on his way right now. This man is ready to terrorize some tunnels players. The flash comes out. He's maybe gonna flash himself a little bit, but now he's got to be worried about the potential flank as well. Fanatico is posted up on the A side. He really needed his teammates to try and clear out that Heaven player for him. And Henrico's making his way here. He's going to spawn one, but he's getting shot in the back. Insane. His wrapped around from spawn. The bomb is still down there over towards B-Long, so they have some good map control, but they got to run back for the bomb now. And this could really slow down their push in a way they probably didn't want it to. Again, Art is still locking down the tunnels. I think Resurgent Phoenix know to try and leave that area of the map alone. Tapster, though, with the KSG. That's going to be a huge pick on a Fanatico. There's still one player left alive on the site. Gudon, oh, he's going to get the flick headshot onto Artist. He can't quite get the damage there. Crosshair placement not good enough for that pick, and now Tapsta is left in a 1 versus 3, but all 3 players are waiting for him. He's going to spot one head there, but that nade is going to do some nice damage to him, leaving him at 57 HP.
Ooh. Tapsta's got no chance. 3 rounds now separate these teams. Resurgent Phoenix looking good here so far in the first half of the second half. Artist choosing to use the KSG for his brush of choice, and SGs for the rest of his team.
Alright, and this man has made it into vents. I want to see him do something with it now. He's up.
He's moving
ready.
fast.
The flash comes out. He's currently deciding which side he wants to push, I think. Or at least maybe just trying to see if anyone's going to push him before he makes a move ultimately. M5 are making their way up B long right now.
He should make that move quickly as soon as they figure out that one player. Fanatico's over here. Let's see him pop up. Oxy's gonna pick up the kill. There's Artist coming out, find an XV. There's one more player in the vents, but he's not gonna be able to do anything with it. Gudan's gonna drop him. Does a little bit of damage to him though, dropping him down to 70 HP. Bomb has been planted here by Mayhem. Some good extra cash being invested into their counts at a 2 versus 2. Grenade goes over the head, does a little bit of damage. Got a backstab potentially coming up here for player number 7, which is going to be insane. He turns around. Oh. Did he hear him? I think he heard him. Oh, he's definitely going to know where he's at now. Tapsa finds Good. Rico is going to get dropped by Insane in the corner, and Resurgent Phoenix loses that round to Mayhem 5.
And it's looking like now it's an eco round that Resurgent Phoenix got to take. But maybe they're looking to go for a bit of a force buy here. We see a couple shotguns coming in play here. 1 M4 as well from Heroes. Maybe that Hero Rifle's going to have to come into play this round. Full A execute on the side of Mayhem 5 here is what it's looking like will be the case. They do have a couple of flashes to help them with this retake, but Gudan just gets fully flashed out of this angle. He can't do much. He tries to run away, but he can't make it out. And Fanatico's going to get dropped as well. Insane coming in huge. He's able to get a 3K over towards the site. He's got to spot the last player pushing out, but Max is going to be the one to drop him.
Mayhem 5 quickly looking to close the gap. They're causing some mayhem here for Resurgent Phoenix, making them breathe just a little heavy here. Still not over yet, but this is a map I think people are fairly confident Resurgent Phoenix is going to have under the belt, and at this point, it could go either way. Blind shots being fired through the smoke, trying to find him. Gudan trying to get some valuable information. I think they're going to find out that nobody's over there. They need to make that rotation over here towards his B site. Apsta is there, sees the player, throws a frag grenade out. Does just a little bit of damage there to Fanatico.
Util's coming out now. We see the smoke come in for that tunnels push. XV is positioned perfectly in the smoke. No one has figured out he's playing in here yet. He could come in huge here. Heroes, I think he spots the player there. Yeah, he hears the tag. Enrico's gonna be the one to find the kill. XV does get dropped after finding one. But it looks like M5 are gonna have a hard time cleaning this round up. A 2v4 on their hands right now. Fanatico going for some sprays just to cause a little chaos. That's the second time that man has eaten the flash when it flew right at him over towards tunnels.
It has to be
Flash is now coming from sight. I know, man. Oh man, they're coming in from up top. Tapped it with the trade. He's able to get 3, but Hero's gonna come in from the top for the quick refrag. Almost an incredible round for Tapsta there. What a spray transfer by him. But Resurgent Phoenix are gonna say, you're not tying it up today. We're taking it 10-8, baby.
Looking at the buys coming in here, it's always so fascinating. You know, Resurgent Phoenix does this where they alternate their cash between players, and it's kind of staggered. You'll have a player who comes in. Oh, never mind. He's not using a pistol. I thought I was going to use a pistol. But sometimes you see that where it's like he decides to just rock the Deagle and MR96, save a little extra cash. So in case they do lose a round, he's got some extra cash to work with moving into the next round after the one they lost. Thought they were doing that there, but that can be the case. Smoker Day coming on top of ramp. Artist is going to strike first, finding Enrico. Gudan move it around. Ox is also going to find Fanatico. M5 is causing some major mayhem over here. Insane coming in, doubles up. And Gudan is there in the kill feed, but it's not enough. Artist is going to go ahead and paint an X across that death note. He's out of there. Resurgent Phoenix is back to only leading by 1.
I consider their money probably a tied game here pretty soon. This map could very well go the full distance. Oh, we're about to see this player by Taps. A good effort by him. I mean, the spray transfer, he gets the 3K. That would have been an incredible clutch by him, but he couldn't quite pull it off.
Enrico already very low on HP. Must have had some damage through the wall there. Ox is going to find an X here, and it's looking like it should be easily Mayhem 5's round.
Yeah, pretty hard to lose this round here. Maybe we could take... Okay, Max is gonna open up with a pick there. And it's looking like maybe they're gonna rotate over towards A. Gudon is gonna be the one to try and hold it down. Or at least he has to peek the vents as well, so not quite yet. He's gonna spot Tapsta, but he's gonna get dropped in. Now the bomb is making its way over towards the A site. Fanatico coming in. He does have a flash in hand, but there's a player in spawn that he has to worry about. He needs to be careful about the flank from Insane. I don't think they're going to expect him to be here. He's able to get a huge pick on a Max there, but now the push comes in from Insane. He's able to clean up that round nice and easily, tying it up 10-10. And maybe we could take a quick look at the scoreboard. I kind of want to see how everyone's doing. Again, we are playing on US 4, so this is the M5 server for our first map.
Yeah, so ping advantage is definitely in favor of M5, but when you were looking at stats, I wasn't even sure if that was going to make much of a difference. Mayhem 5 is definitely a team to be reckoned with. This is I think, a very strong map here for Resurgent Phoenix. And they're doing, again, at the ping disadvantage, but Mayhem 5 is doing a good job of holding them.
I mean, yeah, when you've won a 14 out of 15 times on a raid when you're Mayhem 5, you got to feel pretty confident going into this one. I mean, they definitely, and it's interesting because I'm pretty sure this is actually the Resurgent Phoenix pick for the map. Oh, Henrico, I think he's about to get some action here. Holding that demon angle over on the headlight. Gonna go for some shots through the smoke, but doesn't find anyone. No one's really contesting it. I think Henrico expects someone to have pushed through that smoke, and he's a little paranoid about it now. Udon is still posted up in these tunnels. A little over a minute left on the clock. So Mayhem 5, they're gonna have to ultimately go somewhere. Looks like they're bunching up over towards the B site right now. Fanatico posted up with his teammate over towards the bottom of site. They're both just going to be locking this down, and now everyone is rotating over towards B on both sides. Fanatico going to spot the placement. Oh, he eats that flash, and Max is going to come in and just drop him. Heroes with a huge pick there, but he's going to get traded out instantly by Insane, and now Henrico and XVE are the last two alive in a 2 versus 4, but the round is over just like that. XVE, oh man, he's getting backstabbed. I don't think he knows. Oh no, he is gonna spot out the player there. He's gonna try and swing. Oh no,
way.
Max. Okay, hang on. What? Okay, Henrico as well. No way Resurgent Phoenix win that one. I heard the click, the no ammo, and I was like, oh no, it's really about to happen. And man, that is the worst way to go down there. That definitely should have been M5's round. That could have cost them the map. That's so tragic.
Absolutely nuts. Tragic for one side, not so tragic for the other. Resurgent Phoenix is leading by 1 now as moved to round number 22. We might just get that final round, that 13-12 score line. We're gonna see here. Really taking their time. They're gonna utilize as much of this clock as they possibly can. Minute 30. Feels like an eternity and a half.
Yeah, and again, I love how Resurgent Phoenix, they flank one round, then they're like, alright, we're not doing it for like another 4 or 5, right? Like, it needs to be off the minds of M5. Like, now they're super paranoid. They got flanked quickly on B there. And Resurgent Phoenix are just not going to give it to them. XP has been jiggling. Now he's going to spot out the player there. He's going to get tagged down kind of low.
Very low.
That definitely can be good for him. 40 HP and no armor. The smoke is going to come out to try and help him out. Maybe that frag could take him out if it's well placed. Oh man, XV, he's so low, man. That nade almost could have taken him out there. And it's looking like maybe they're trying to fake out Resurgent Phoenix into thinking it's going to be an A commit. But they do still have heroes anchoring on the B side. He's not buying it. They do have 2 players here now. I guess I spoke a little too soon, but the bomb is making its way back over towards A. I think they choose to go for the A XQ overall. A lot of back and forth between these teams. But now it looks like the bomb is making its way towards A side, and it is completely open right now. Insane as well over here towards spawn. I think he spotted him there. Did he spot him? Yeah, the flash is going to come out, and Insane is forced to back up. But now A side is going to be the side of choice, and it's going to be Gudon who has to try and hold it down. He's going for some shots. He's able to get one. The picks are coming in, and it's all a sea of blue in the kill feed. Resurgent Phoenix, they've taken down 3, and it's looking like M5 have no chance of winning this round. Max is going to get immediately traded out, and Insane is the last one alive. He'd have to be pretty insane to pull this one off. I don't think he can do it. The flash comes out 8 seconds on the clock, and he's just going to get dropped. Does manage to drop 1. But Resurgent Phoenix have now taken us to match point. Alright, here we go. We get to rewatch this round. I thought XVE didn't know he was getting flanked, but he turned around, the flick, and then Max just had no bullets in the gun. And then, man, that was just so perfectly played, like the positioning and everything. And I guess the series of circumstances It was destined for RP to win that round. Oh, and Insane, what are you doing, man? Oh, I guess they're eco. I just noticed the money. We do see some shotguns here over on the weapon side, so that's not good for them. XVE is going to get taken out. He's full flash. I guess tries to get a little aggressive there, and it doesn't work out in his favor. I was thinking maybe it's over. They don't have guns, but now they've secured some rifles. Hero is able to find one through the smoke, and now we have a retake on our hands for sure at 3 versus 4. M5 have to win this round if they want to stay alive in this map here. It looks like they're trying to fight for maybe some tunnels control. Heroes is going to be in a bit of a pickle here. He needs to win this gunfight for his team, but he's going to lose it. Fanatico's pushing through. He's able to do some damage. There's going to be some trades coming out. One player still over towards tunnels. Henrico's going to spot him out there. He's going to try and focus on Max over towards site, but Max is going to win the gunfight with a 2K, and M5 are still alive in this map. They're not out for the count just quite yet.
Man, it is going to be close. It can't get much closer than this, folks. Round number 24. You only have one more round after this. If Resurgent Phoenix is able to win this, and the ping did make much of a difference, map number 2 could be a slaughter for Mayhem 5. Just looking into the future a little bit, doing some analysis. You know, I just
like
realized this is tough here for Resurgent Phoenix. They are playing with Deagles.
Oh my god, Gudon, no way!
Catch them off guard.
So flash, he can't see anything, but what a pick by him, and they're already on the fast flank. This could be an eco win by Resurgent Phoenix if they play this right. They're already getting backstabbed. I don't think they know right now. These players are behind them. XVE with the AK there, but no, the players are gonna get dumped on the backstab. Fanatico gonna get the damage. Heroes is now the last man. He's gonna have to be the hero of this round. Oh man, I thought that was gonna be it, but they only got one on the flank there. And Insane is gonna pick up the kill.
He's the MVP for Mayhem 5 here. I mean, he has pulled them out of so many situations they should not have won. I really like that play by RP right there. Resurgent Phoenix picking up those Deagles, knowing that they could go to round number 25, save the cash, buy the Deagles, move very quick, use that extra mobility that you get, and try to catch them off guard. And they almost succeeded. So incredibly close to succeeding. You got to get Insane down. You have to. If you get him down here quickly, I think Resurgent Phoenix has this.
Utility is being shown on the A site. He's gonna eat that frag grenade. Now, all Resurgent Phoenix need to do is not over-rotate in the situation. Some nades have been dropped, and I think they're catching on. It might have just been a fake, some util dumping. Because they're still locking down the B side. Heroes and Fanatico got to be the dynamic duo over here. Gudon posted up in the vents as well, going for a jiggle peek of his own. Artist with the KSG. Interestingly enough, I tell you what though, in the right spot for this post plant, he could really lock down an angle. And yeah, now we can see the B side push starting to commence. Fanatico is going to eat those flashes, and he's forced to back up. Hero's still locking it down here under vent, or under heaven. He's going to spawn one player trying to drop, and it's a sea of blue in the kill feed. I think it's going to be Resurgent Phoenix's round. Ox is the last one alive in a 1v5 scenario, but I don't think he's pulling this one off. It might be time to hang up the hats for this first map and say GG. Ox going for a jump peek there. He's able to drop one. But 50 seconds on the clock, and I think they're starting to push him. He's able to get a second, but Gudon with the trade. And RP, they're able to take that first map, 13-12. Talk about a close game.
I mean, close game, and again, you look at that ping difference there. Sometimes it's weird how ping works. Sometimes it plays a much bigger role than other times. This is
it's interesting. Like,
yeah,
it's
it
like,
is.
It's gonna be tough for M5 now because they're getting on high ping for our second map.
Right, and I don't know. It's going to be an interesting matchup. Going to map number 2. Mayhem 5 so close to getting the W there, but just not ultimately able to do it. Well played to Resurgent Phoenix. They have some of the best players in the world on their team, and they eked out a very impressive win. I love that final play in round number 24 of the Deagles. That was so much fun to watch. Even better if they had actually clutched it up, but that's what I love about Resurgent Phoenix. They take weird, I say weird, and it's in quotes, different. They take chances, they take risks, they do things that catch their opponents off guard. And really, again, if it had been for Insane, it would have worked. It would have been over. Insane came in huge for M5 throughout that entire matchup. Folks, before we get into map number 2, of course, we do have a little break time, gives the teams enough time to go ahead and get into the room, do the recordings, etc., etc. And of course, us casters to go refuel our G Fuel shakers. With that being said, we'll see you on the flip side here in about 5 to 10 minutes.
corner once that flashbang goes off. He's tagged, finds the wall bang, trying to go for the 2K. He's able to pick it up. He's got one more player to get into his right up in front of sight. And he's somehow he's gone.
Any other strategy right now? Golden defense now. Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna have time for this? Is he gonna do it? Oh my God! He does it. The ninja defeats.
Don't you think it's time to up your game? Get to the next level with G Fuel Energy. Item selection, zero sugar, antioxidants, vitamins, character creation. Wow, looking good. Gamer words, DLC, XP, side quest. Look out, sweats. Build mode, lag, noob, squad up. G Fuel Energy. We made this commercial for you gamers.
Yo, welcome back, everybody. We have a match on our hands here, Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem 5. Currently, Resurgent Phoenix is leading 1-0 here in this best-of-2 matchup. However, it was definitely a close one. They only eked it out by 1 point. We went all the way to round number 25, 13-12 was the scoreline. We're almost ready to go ahead and dive on into it. The players are just finishing refueling those shakers. And if you're sitting here thinking, like, how can I play as a pro player? I want to get into the Pro League. Well, you got to practice, and you got to have some G Fuel. You absolutely have to. You can use code Esports Mobile at checkout to save yourself some change on the amazing and essential product that is G Fuel. That's right. Your ears do not deceive you. That's 30% off anything on gfuel.com. All you got to do is add what you want to the cart, head to checkout, and go ahead and apply that code, toss it in like a flashbang, and let it go off. Cart takes care of it. You don't have to do the math, and all you got to do is add that magic credit card number, and you're good to go. gfuel.com. Use code Esports Mobile to get 30% off anything at gfuel.com right now for a limited time. You got the G Fuel Mantis. You prepared for the Golden Ox tournament? Sign up start tomorrow.
Yeah, again, signups are opening tomorrow. If you visit that link at the bottom, playit.mobileesports.org/app/goldenox, you can see more information about how to sign up, the prizes, how long the tournament is, stuff. But a couple key points for all of you who might not be interested. If you play in the Golden Ox tournament and you play 10 games, it doesn't matter if you win or if you lose. It doesn't matter how well you do. If you play a minimum of 10 games, you can get your hands on 1,500 credits. That's right. All you got to do is participate for 10 matches, and you can have 1,500 credits. Now, if you do win some games, then there are more prizes. They start throwing in some premium cases as well for people who win the games. And then our other key takeaway for Golden Ox tournament is that the top 4 players, or top 4 teams, I'm sorry, at the end of the tournament will be placed in the round robin stage of Circuit. And again, the top 2 players from Circuit do get a guaranteed slot into the next season of Pro League. So you do good in Golden Ox, you place in the top 4, you could go ahead and go in Circuit. You do good in Circuit as well, you could guarantee yourself a spot in the next Pro League and be competing here on stream along with these other top teams.
Phenomenal opportunity. You know what else is a phenomenal opportunity? The current Lucky Spin, the Pestilence camo set. You want to make your opponents absolutely sick when you log on to the match? This is what you need. You can head over to the Lucky Spin right now. It's only available till March 30th. It's ending in 4 days. The skins should be popping up on screen right here. Take a look at these. Sickness here for the gloves, disease for the ratio, contagion for the HK, which I think looks absolutely sick, infection there for the meat cleaver, plague for the MR, affliction there for the frag grenade, and then of course blight and scourge for your utilities. Lucky Spin right now, only a limited time, and that time is quickly running out. Again, March 30th is that final date. You have an opportunity to take advantage to get those camos. Take advantage of it while you can. Folks, with that being said, time is also running out here before the match starts. But before we do that, let's take a look at some of the amazing clips from the previous round. Mantis?
Yeah, again,
that 13-12.
I definitely say this matchup was very interesting. I love a good match. Okay, 13-12, you can't ask for a closer game. A lot of, a lot of upsetting rounds, I guess, for either side, and ultimately Resurgent Phoenix came out on top. I still feel like that one round where it was a 2v4, Mayhem 5 easily wins the map if they just pick up that round. That was like the biggest blunder that they could have made.
Yeah.
That round definitely cost them. But again, there were a lot of back and forth. I was a huge fan of the eco strats. I know we had a lot of rounds won on the eco rounds from these guys. Just the fact they love to get aggressive and mix it up. They're not scared to go for the risky plays.
Yep. Yeah, I absolutely love that. And something Resurgent Phoenix has always stuck out to me with is the way they can utilize those pistols, those secondaries so well. Deagles and the MR, even using the XDs and the PD 50s a little bit as well. They do such a phenomenal job with that, especially there in that round number 24 play. They ended up losing it, but it really caught them off guard. If it had been for Insane quickly locking everything down, the round would have resulted in a Resurgent Phoenix win. And that's what I love about them so much, is that they can have those risky plays, and it usually pays off for them. They catch the teams off guard, and that's how they win those really, really close ones you don't quite expect. They do such a phenomenal job usually of managing their cash as well, which also goes into that round number 24. One of the biggest things we talked about towards the end was the ping difference in map number 1 between both these teams. It was very close, 13-12. However, Resurgent Phoenix was not playing on their home server, and this is a matchup between a North America team and a South America team. We're here, of course, in the Americas region, so sometimes we have those cross-regional matchups. So the ping is going to be in favor of Resurgent Phoenix moving into map number 2. Now, depending on how you look at that, maybe because of the ping being such a disadvantage for Resurgent Phoenix, they're going to have a huge advantage in map number 2. It could result in a slaughter for Mayhem 5. But based on what I saw from map 1, I don't think that's going to be the case. What are you thinking, Manthus?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with you. Again, it is going to be tough for them just because they're playing on the South America servers this time. But like you look at the stats. I mean, Plaza, it's not a super played map from either team. I think Raid, they were much more comfortable on it. Like they both had the highest win rate on like all their maps per Raid versus Plaza. You look at both of them. I think technically Resurgent Phoenix has the higher win rate, but they both have around the same. I think it's around like 60% or something. So I mean, not as comfortable of a map for them, and because of that, I think Resurgent Phoenix will automatically do better, because you play on a Raid, you're comfortable with it, you can make it closer, like no matter what the ping is like, because you know what to do, you have the strats planned out, you have so much experience winning on that map. But then you turn around and you come on Plaza where it's like you don't play it as often, you don't have as high of a win rate. I think the ping is really going to start to get to them as we come into the second map. That's just my personal prediction, but I think just looking at the stats, I gotta favor Resurgent Phoenix coming into here.
Yeah, I think I definitely have to favor them as well, just based on what I saw in map number 1 as well as the ping. But I don't know if it's going to be a slaughter. I don't think I would go that far. I know the community definitely feels that Resurgent Phoenix is going to be easily able to take this series. But we shall see. I think Mayhem is still going to have a couple of tricks up their sleeve. If Insane is able to continue playing like he did in map number 1, that is definitely going to help them out a lot. And he really just needs a little more assistance from another one of his teammates. And it could be another very, very close matchup coming into Plaza. The thing with Plaza that could help is nade stacking. It's something teams don't normally do. It's usually a gentleman's agreement between the teams not to stack nades. However, if you're desperate enough, you might not make that agreement, and you might go ahead and start stacking some nades and using that to your advantage. Do you think you might see that coming in from Mayhem 5?
I mean, again, it's possible. I think, especially if I was Mayhem 5 playing Coalition on the second half, I'd probably go for it. Again, the nade stacking, we do have a new B rework, so it's a little harder to go to that in my opinion, just because of the way B site works now. I do think that House might have an easier time just like dealing with those players in spawn when it comes to nade stacking. They don't have as much of an angle, I guess you could say. There's a big like brick wall now that covers off part of that. It just might be a little harder for them to deal with that kind of thing, versus they can really, nade stack is hard. They can nade stack a lot harder in an older version of Plaza.
Yeah, very true. Good points there. Folks, I think we're almost ready to go ahead and dive on into this next matchup here between Resurgent Phoenix and Mayhem 5. Currently here in week number 3, Resurgent Phoenix is leading 1-0 over Mayhem 5. This is a best of 2 matchup for those of you just joining. None of these teams are being disqualified depending on the outcome of their best of 2 matchup. They will either move up or down the leaderboard. Those points will be applied to their previous week's standing, and of course that makes them change position whether it's up or down. Resurgent Phoenix, again, leading 1-0 here in this matchup. And I would say favored by us, and I think the overall community as a whole moving into map number 2. Can we bring back up the community votes really quick? We got one more player coming. I just want to show that off one more time. I think it was 77% in favor of Resurgent Phoenix, if I recall correctly. Here it
That
is right
definitely
now.
sounds about accurate.
Yeah, 77 in favor there. Mayhem 5 at 16%. I think a decent percentage for Tyre there, 8%. That's half of the people that think Mayhem 5 is going to win. Previous map was on Raid. Next map we're heading to is going to be Plaza. Getting the plane over there to sunny Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah, and again, we are coming into our second map here, and Resurgent Phoenix right now, they're second place on the leaderboard, not accounting for this match yet. If they do win this match, they automatically push up to first. If they end up losing this match and it ends in a tie, they're still going to go up. I'm not sure if they'll actually advance to first. We have to, double check with the round balance and all that. But they will at least have the same number of points as the team above the MERCILESS. But if they can win this map, then they are easily securing their spot first place on the leaderboard by the end of this week. So definitely, Resurgent Phoenix are in a good spot.
Phenomenal spot, and definitely going to be important for them to go ahead and get this W over Mayhem 5. Metal is going to be playing, apparently going to be gracing us with his presence. Definitely something they want to go ahead and capitalize on here and make sure they get this W. Metal is the best player statistically here in all of Critical Ops. I think the man has an over 2.0 rating or very close to it. It might have decreased just a little bit after Worlds. I'm not quite sure, but very, very high there. About to dive on in here. Go ahead.
I was to say, sure, the rating might drop a little bit, but when you're playing versus the best players in the world versus just playing in all these other smaller tournaments versus Worlds, I could see why the rating might have dropped. I mean, your people are really playing the best out there.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to cover my back a little bit. So the one guy in the comments like, it's not 2.1 anymore. It's like 1.985. Like, yeah, okay, dude. Like, do you take rounding at all? Knife underway. Swiping back and forth, and it looks like that is going to be in favor of Fnatic. Was that 3 players he got? Wow. See what side Resurgent Phoenix decides they want to start on. An odd map. I mean, traditionally speaking, and which side is more sided towards, whether it's the Coalition or the Breach. I mean, in general, Coalition side is just a little bit more sided in favor towards them. I mean, they have to just wait on the bomb sites for those players to come to you.
Yeah. Again, I do kind of feel like B side, with the new changes to B side, I think it might be a bit more breach sided. At least B side is easier to take, in my opinion, on the side of Plaza. And it looks like Mayhem 5 are going to test their luck over towards the B site. For our pistol round, Resurgent Phoenix have stacked towards a mid. It's kind of interesting how, almost all the time on these pistol rounds, it's like they stack opposite sites. It's like they never get the read right. And now the bomb is going to be going down. I think Henrico should be hearing them over towards me, calling out to his team now to go ahead and make a move. The question is, where does Mayhem 5 set up? They planted kind of open, but it looks like they're going to hold their ground on site and not really play for the house too much. Zeke is pushed up a bit here. Oh, he's about to peek into the whole lobby here. Zeke able to drop metal, and he's able to get a second onto X. That's going to be a huge 2K by him. He gets a third on a Fnatic with a fourth. This man is looking for a potential ace, but Hoodie's going to take it away. Wow, what a pistol round by a Zeke there. Just dropping 4 heads instantly. I don't think Resurgent Phoenix could have afforded to do that. I mean, a 4K, you got a rifle, sure, but you got a P250 and you let him get 4 people? That's not something you see every day.
Got the cash advantage, and they should use it well moving into round number 2. AKs and an SG along with a good old shotty here. Rico find a couple shots, giving away his position. Insane is going to tag 2 of these players running back. Teammate going to go ahead and follow up with him. Heroes trying to find the backstab, is not being able to do it. Max is going to get dropped there by Fanatico. There's 2 players up the line here for Resurgent Phoenix. God. I don't know how he got that, man. He is the best. He is the monster. 2v2 right now. Basically a 2v1. Fanatico's, 7.5 HP. Metal has an AK.
I think Artist's gonna try and recover a weapon. He only has a shotgun in hand right now. He could really use a long range gun. Oh man, the 9 HP, man. That shotgun somehow manages to find the kill. He's lucky that man was one shot. And now Hoodie's posted up and spawn. I don't think Middle's gonna clear this. And yeah, that's gonna be the round going in favor of Mayhem, but still a really solid eco round for them. I mean, dropping 3 weapons on their side with only pistols, that is gonna be huge. It could really put a dent in their economy going forward.
100%. Really good job there by Resurgent Phoenix. Moving on to round number 3, they will be all going for 3 M4s, 2 AUGs. Got the full house right there. Full house of death. Where are they going to go? That bomb's beginning to favor the A side just a little bit, but I'm getting the sense it might end up going over towards B. Some altercation going on here towards Cross. Here's the map statistics popping up right now for Plaza between both these teams. Very close win rate, 67% in favor of Resurgent Phoenix, 57% in favor of Mayhem 5. Slightly more maps played or times played by Mayhem.
Enrico maybe about to peek at his player. Oh yeah, he definitely spots him out there. Gives a little bit of damage onto a Zeke, but can't quite pick up the kill there. A lot of slow gameplay from M5 here, trying to see if they can spot out. But I love the setup from Resurgent Phoenix. Well, just as I was about to say, they're pushed up B. They choose to back off. But again, maybe considering how long they're taking to push, it's a good idea for them to just back up and regroup with the team. Henrico is still posted up over towards the house right now. And it's looking like maybe they're going to start folding over towards him. Henrico is going to have to be the MVP of this round if Resurgent Phoenix want to put one on the board. And I can smell it any second now. He's getting the altercation. Henrico, Battle spots the player Scotty, but Henrico's going to get dropped. Fanatical now posted up outside. He's going to get 2 with the lineup. Make it 3. He's not done yet. So the last 2 players over towards belong. He could get the ace here if he plays his cards right. He's going to spot the player, go for the shots. He gets the board. Fanatical looking for the ace. He's going to get the ace. What a round by Fanatical. Oh my god. Just shuts down the push single-handedly. He doesn't even need his teammates.
I gotta let my heart rate calm back down.
What a round. Oh my gosh, Fanatico.
Oh, that's going on the clips. You already know you're going to see that next week for break time. Absolutely nuts right there. Fanatico positioned in a phenomenal spot right over there in the corner of B side. An absolute unit. Well, if Mayhem 5 wasn't awake, they're definitely awake now.
Oh man, somehow Art is able to find 2 with the P250 there. It's looking like a bit of a repeat from the second round. A lot of weapons dropped on the eco round, and now Artist has recovered an M4 of his own. Still plenty of time to work with. The bomb is down pretty far away as well.
Minute 16 left here on the clock. Plenty of time to work with. Artist just needs to take his time and fill in these dotted lines. Currently playing on a South American server. Ping will be in favor of Resurgent Phoenix. Now down as 1 versus 1. Artist picked up that kill.
Definitely doable for him here in this situation.
Yeah, 100%. Did he pick up the bomb up? I couldn't tell. I think he did.
I don't think he's
Oh, he did it? Okay. Never mind. He didn't.
You know, the bomb is still down over towards ads. Artist going for a wide rotation here. I think X is starting to catch on to this, so he's thinking, all right, this man's taking way too long to game sense on this man. If he could just play this right, just don't get timing here, man. Just hold B long. There we go. He's locked into it, and he's going to clean up that round nice and easily. He has the perfect read on the Artist. Still a huge, or I guess a good attempt by him, I should say. And a huge eco round for the team overall, and now we get to rewatch this ace. I can't believe that he just got that. Everyone just lines up in house. I'm telling you, this new fort is kind of crazy. If you can't take him off this angle, then he's definitely be a force to be reckoned with over on the B site.
Yeah, that Scar really would have come in clutch right there to help get him off that angle. Maybe even a sniper rifle. Ooh, hero strikes first, finding insane. He felt that in his membrane. 3 players are alive here for Mayhem 5. Resurgent Phoenix looking like they might take the lead for the first time here in map number 2.
Interestingly enough, Mayhem 5 choose to go for a second eco round in a row. Hoodie's now posted up with the deagle. Heroes tries to get a little aggressive. It's going to choose to back up now. Oh man, if he could catch him in the back, but I don't think he's going to. Still able to get one tag on him before getting dropped. Heroes does get tagged down a little bit. And now Fanatico is posted up B long. Gonna take down Max. Artist is there, able to get a refrag, but Henrico is posted up and ready with the AUG. And they're gonna take the lead for the first time in this map. And now we have a full buy on our hands from M5. They took 2 ecos in a round. Maybe it wasn't fully necessary, but they did what they had to do.
Flashbang coming over, going to tag Artist. They are pushing around here towards this B side right now. Hoodie is going to be heading in there towards Cross, but I believe those players for Resurgent Phoenix are going to back out, and he should have no problem getting across there. Metal on top of the mailbox, checking to see if he's got any mail coming in. Oh, Hoodie in a tough spot. Thought XV was going to push him, but he's going to stay disciplined and not move up. He's going to challenge him, and XV is waiting for him perfectly there. Should have kept that Hoodie pulled up over your head. Minute 15 left here on the clock. Resurgent Phoenix is slowly pushing up. Quick trade coming in. Fanatico is going to go ahead and refrag on Artist after he picked down Henrico. Body count board has been evened. Zeke and Insane can be thanked for that. Oh man, here comes Fanatico. He's been absolutely fantastic here. He finds one, he's going to lose his life to the second one, but he will be able to give some crucial information to his teammate Metal Monster here. 64 HP, 55 armor, compared to the perfect stats there for Metal Monster. He's definitely going to have the advantage coming into this fight, especially if he gets the first shot off. Insane is going to have to be fast on that trigger.
It just comes down to, oh man, the timing gets the best of both of them almost there. Now Metal's making his way. If he goes house here, this could be the correct play. I mean, Insane is expecting a B long push from this man. And now Metal knows he's coming in from B long. This should be easy for him. Bomb plant's gonna go down, and he's just gonna get the kill.
Just a quick double tap. Pop, pop. And it's over. Resurgent Phoenix leading by 2.
M5 still able to buy. They do have to whip out the AKs, go for a, you know, not as powerful of a weapon as they'd probably like. But at least they're able to go for the buy. And the question is, where do they choose to go coming in around number 7 here? Oh man, this man is pushed up in the smoke. Artist, Metal is able to find one over towards mid as well. And Heroes and Artists are about to have the altercation. I think he does he expect it? Oh my goodness. Okay, that is just so awkward for Artists. Just peeks his head out of the smoke and Heroes is waiting for him. And now Insane, our last man alive in a 1v4. I tell you what though, he was pretty insane last map.
He was. Had some moments, but not quite as crazy here so far in map number 2. And Resurgent Phoenix is beginning to slowly but surely increase that round count here.
Again, I don't know how I feel about the decision from M5 to go for the forces with almost no utility. I mean, it's so hard to navigate all these tight corners and everything without having the right flashes and stuff. XP tries to get aggressive. He's gonna get taken out. Maybe I spoke a little too soon. Heroes is here trying to refrag for his team, but he's able to get the second. Is he going to peek out? Tries to get the third, but he can't find it. But Fanatico's there ready to refrag, and he's able to get the kill. And our Artist is the last one alive over towards spawn. SG in hand, posted up on top of the truck. If someone peeks him A-mid, he should have the advantage, but he's going to back off of that angle. Still able to recover that bomb. And as of right now, Fanatico is just posted up in A-long, ready to see if he crosses. He's about to walk into this man's crosshairs here any second now. Oh, but he's going to win the gunfight. Artist, that's going to be huge. Now goes to flash over towards A. Maybe we can see if he can't go for a fake or something. Still has plenty of time to work with. Maybe trying to see if anyone gets aggressive on the side of Resurgent Phoenix. But they're not going for it. Artist is just going to have to play this one super slowly. Only 42 HP. One bullet is all it takes to drop this man.
very quiet.
Oh, I think he got spotted there. And yeah, the flashes are coming out. They're going to trade flashbangs.
I don't think he's expecting to play here on his left.
Yeah,
He's
oh man,
not.
it's like he just peeked, he just barely saw the back of the player there, and Metal said, hang on, I need to save my teammate's life real quick, you're not taking him. And here we go again. M5 going for the force with those SGs. I still feel like they'd benefit from taking an eco, but maybe they can make it work without the utility.
And no, you need utility, especially on the group side. You really do.
I mean, yeah, I got the same thought process as you, man. Like,
I know I'm old school, but you need some utility, especially on this map. Like you said, there's so many small corridors. A smoke grenade can do so much. A flashbang, even a frag grenade to soften some players up if you got a good idea where they're at.
a slow gameplay here on the side of M5. Metal has a pretty good angle on top of this trash can if they don't clear him, but he's gonna back up just like I say. Heroes has to hold the A mid here now. He's about to have to deal with some altercation, but XV is able to find one. Now Heroes comes in for the repeat. He's able to drop one there, spots Hoodie out. And he's able to get the second, and Max is the last one alive, but Max is gonna trade him out. But now he's left in a 1 versus 4, and he's gonna eat that flash. Man, what a perfect pop flash from his team, and that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, RP, you can just tell these guys practice their util. Like, his teammate just pop flashes for him there. Like, they're ready to play as a team. They're always ready to trade each other, or they're ready to flash for each other. You don't see that much from other teams nowadays, but Resurgent Phoenix, you could really tell they have the chemistry in the practice. Fanatico popping off again, 13 and 6 right now. Again, this man did ace earlier. We got to give him some credit, but what a fantastic start for him. And here we go again. M5 currently on their maximum loser bonus. They started off 2-0, now it's 7-2. And basically every round they can continue to consistently buy an SG and armor. And in my opinion, that's a mistake. They're just going to keep full buying, or not full buying, but just force buying without any utility. And they're probably going to do it for the rest of the half until they pick up a round. So, an eco is in order for them, but I don't think they're going to take one. Oh, Henrico has a pretty good angle here. Goes for the warning shot. Gets his Zeke pretty low. And Henrico's able to double up on those B-long players. That's going to be huge. And now Fanatico tries to get a little aggressive. He gets spotted out behind that dumpster, though. Hero's pushing up as well. And he's able to drop it insane. Fanatico finding one of his own. And now Hoodie's the last one alive, but he's getting surrounded by every angle. He's able to take out Fanatico there. But he's just going to get peeked from two sides at once. He can't do much. And Resurgent Phoenix make it 8-2. And again, here we go. M5 going to go for those SGs in the armor.
Eight to 2. A little bit of utility being bought by them now.
Oh, those grenades are going to do some huge damage to the players. Oh man, we see it again. R is just hiding in that smoke. I'm getting a little deja vu from that round earlier. This man is just posted up in the smoke. I think maybe Heroes will clear it again here. And yeah, he's just going to take out Artist. It's not going to work out for him. A couple of trades coming out, but Zeke and Hoodie are left alive. Both very low HP. Got softened up by those nades and the gunshots. And Hoodie's going to get dropped. Zeke is the last one alive. He wants to play over towards his backside. He's able to take him out. Another player to respond. Nice pre-fire headshot on him, but he's going to get backstabbed by Metal to close out the round. Almost a good attempt by Zeke. But Resurgent Phoenix, they're looking to make this 10-2 going into the flip.
Yeah, it's definitely looking like that is going to be the outcome here. Very close at first side, but again, did that just come down to ping, or did Mayhem 5 use all of their energy on that first side? I don't know.
I mean, we can finally see they're able to buy some utility here on this last round, but man, they should have ecoed so long ago. Like, that one eco round versus forcing for like 6 rounds in a row, it just... It doesn't really... It will pay off for itself, you know? But,
yeah, it could be 8-4, and it's looking like it might be 10-2. That's a big difference going into the flip.
either way, RP have taken so much mid control here, or map control, but Insane doesn't say that. It's going to take out both of those players pushed up over towards A mid, and it's already down to a 3 versus 3.
Two players left live here for Resurgent Phoenix. This is finally going to be Mayhem 5's round. Fanatico and Hiriko Lee are the last players left alive here for Resurgent Phoenix. Max, Hoodie, and Insane are the last ones alive here for Mayhem 5. Bomb is in the hand of Hoodie. Just keep it there in his pockets, nice and warm. They're about to push up here towards his A side. Fanatico is there, flashed out. Frag gonna come in and just doing a little bit of chip damage to him. Oh, coming over, is gonna force him to pop out, and boom, he gets dropped. Enrico Lee, the last player alive here, he's gonna opt to move around for the backstab.
You know, I'm getting a little deja vu from when he had this exact 1v3 in this position like 2 weeks ago. If he does it again, that would be pretty crazy.
Oh,
He's gonna
boy.
drop the first.
The
way he does it.
If you had to get one player, it has to be Insane. Get him first. Flashbang coming in. He doesn't check.
Oh, man.
I thought that was gonna be like a 200 IQ player there. He's like flashing a player on his right, going for the one down the hall, and then he comes back. Either way, well played there by Mayhem 5, but a significantly better half there by Resurgent Phoenix, leading by 6 as we move in here. You know, if they win the pistol round here, it is going to be about all she wrote. This is a must-win pistol round for Mayhem 5.
Yeah, definitely much needed for them. And it looks like M5 choose to go for mostly armor on their side. Resurgent Phoenix have a couple players with armor, but we do see some D-ghouls and utility. It's looking like A might be the side of choice here, but they're going to meet the M5 stack. For the first time, we could actually have a 5v5 on A, but maybe they'll just go ahead and take it towards B if possible. Yeah, I lied. They're going to go towards B. I think they figured out their stack over towards A. And the B side is open for the taking. Bomb should be planted nice and open for his teammates. And now M5 are catching onto it. They're going for the quick aggressive flank. And Metal's going to get that plan in the open. Easily able to be covered by the house teammates over there. Art is able to drop Fanatico over towards B long. Henrico's going to spot some players. This man is in trouble. He's about to get overwhelmed in house. And yeah, Insane's going to take him out. And Hoodie comes in. Now it's down to a 2 versus 5. Metal is getting overwhelmed on side. He's able to drop one. Almost gets a second. XVE comes in late, but he's going to get dropped. Hoodie closing up the round with a little 2K there at the end. M5 aren't out for the count just quite yet.
So important for them to win that, man. They needed that cash advantage. They're able to win this next round here. They cut it down to only 4, and they could potentially win the one after that. Resurgent Phoenix going to try to catch him off guard here, forcing up full buy of AKs coming out. Artist with the P90. Kicking it old school.
Yeah, that's like a 2017 gun right there. I haven't seen anyone use it in so long.
That's almost as OG as me. Both of us showing our age here. Man, this position with the FP6 could be deadly if they decide to push up towards B. All taking their time here. Resurgent Phoenix has to be careful being the force here. Heroes wins this gunfight. This will be absolutely huge. Man. Who's going to get the first shot? You see him there?
Oh, man.
No way. He actually got the headshot on him.
Huge
Let me fix
headshot
my
through
jaw.
the smoke for Max.
Man count is in favor of Resurgent Phoenix here. Definitely caught Mayhem 5 off guard. Max trying to stay alive, but it's Fanatico going to put him on the ground, and now it's all up to Artist here. With his paint brush of death, plenty of paint to work with here. 50 rounds in the magazine.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb has been planted.
Resurgent Phoenix, they choose to go for the force, and it just works out in their favor.
And that's something you have to count on Resurgent Phoenix doing. Just those weird little things like that.
It's like North America has never seen that in their lives before. Resurgent Phoenix will whip out some new strats for you on the second round. Artist, man, come on, I wanted to see the P90 get a little action. Like, don't just say that. You gotta go for the gunfight. Maybe Heroes will peek him. Oh no, it's not even gonna work out. Heroes with the headshot. P90 is not gonna reign superior there.
Unfortunate there for Mayhem 5. Winning the pistol round. Resurgent Phoenix coming in with the upset in the round right after the pistol round. They said they don't have to have the cash advantage. We got this. All AKs being bought by them once again, opting to go for full utility. You can take notes here. The difference between Resurgent Phoenix pushing onto the bomb site versus Mayhem 5 attempting to push onto the bomb site. It's going to be a lot different. They got full utility for their entire squad here.
And again, it's looking very much likely. Like it's gonna be 11-4 here. Hoodie has forced up a shotgun. Zeke has forced an M4 as well, but the team is not even on the same economy. So it could be rough for them going forward in these next few rounds, unless we can see some hero moments from these players. Artist going for a pop flash for his teammate. Hoodie. Oh man, I thought he was gonna try to peek for that, but look at that. All three players forced to back up from mid. That could have been a huge play by Hoodie there, but he chose to hold his ground. Artist still going for some shots. Maybe they won't expect Hoodie here to just pop the warning shots. But no, Metal's going to pop around the corner and take him out. He gets the second kill on Artist as well. And Fnatic goes by 2 of his own. Zeke is now the last alive in this back corner. The question is, are they going to clear him? And yeah, Heroes is going to win that gunfight. And now 11-4 is going to be our scoreline here.
7 rounds separate both these teams.
The money just isn't there for M5.
Yeah,
I
and they're
mean,
going to...
some of them can force, some of them can't.
Yeah, and they're going to have to basically start forcing. You take an eco here now, and you're at match point. Unfortunately for them, because they forced so much in that first half, they've put themselves in this really difficult spot.
As he tries to get aggro, it's not going to work out for him. Hoodie's still here, though. Maybe they won't expect a second here. But it looks like they're not going to contest it just quite yet. I mean, if I was Resurgent Phoenix, I wouldn't want to, you know, gamble pushing into the shotguns if we know they're forcing.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's been going through their heads. Oh, man, Hero sees him there. Does a little bit of damage. And,
okay.
Ooh, he's going to take it. Where did XV come from?
I think this man was going for the wallbang damage or something over towards mid.
It paid off. Oh, man. Insane. He and his teammate Max. They really need this round.
Oh, he's
Max
gonna
is
eat
flashed.
that blind. That is unfortunate. Flash
He's got
really
so
popped
much
in his
cover.
face. He can't even. He doesn't even get. That man ran from B long all the way to the other side of the map before he was unflashed. That is crazy.
He knew he was blind. It's match point here for Resurgent Phoenix, folks. It is looking like we're going to have a complete flip of what happened in map 1. It was close, and this one is not going to be close at all. No reason to save, no reason to eco. It's forced buys coming in from M5. I'm curious to see if they have really anything. Yeah, Lost Bonus helping out just a little bit. They've been able to pick up some M4s. A little bit of utility, but just, I don't think enough of anything to really compete with RP here.
Again, it's tough to do much in this situation if you are M5. At the very least, I'd say they could benefit from maybe going for some rounds, try and help their round balance, but it's pretty much over. I mean, no utility left on their side, 1 smoke. Artist is already 6 HP. This man ate a dink from someone. And he's gonna get taken out by Metal ultimately. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. It's about to be all she wrote for a Mayhem.
That is definitely looking like what's going to happen. Kira is going to be writing some names down here in the death note. 1:02 left on the clock right now. 4 players left alive from Mayhem 5. They have an opportunity. Oh man, that's just mean. They're picking them off one by one here. Hoodie missing some valuable shots. Finally able to regain control of that gun. And he's going to drop down Heroes. The bomb is making its way through Cross. Going to be moving up here towards this A site where Max is going to be waiting for them. Here's one player crossing to the site. One on his left, one on his right, and it doesn't matter. He gets quickly deleted. Bomb now being planted. 2 players left alive here for Mayhem. 3 alive for Resurgent. Zeke moving down. Doesn't see the player on his left, and he's dropped, and that's going to be all she wrote. Pull those strings, Hoodie, and just go ahead and hide that head. They find him. Resurgent Phoenix does it. 13-4, folks, winning both of these maps today. A very close matchup in map number 1 and incredibly commanding victory in map number 2. Well played there to Resurgent Phoenix. I'm curious to see how the leaderboard is going to look after this. This is definitely going to help their round balance with MERCILESS HQ.
Oh yeah, definitely. That 13-4 was much needed. Again, Resurgent Phoenix, they've had some tougher matchups in the
Yeah.
past, So maybe the round balance wasn't the best. They had some closer games. Getting that 13-4 is probably going to help them out a lot going forward here.
Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what that looks like. Well, good job to the community. 77% in favor of Resurgent Phoenix. You were right. You were right on the votes. You knew exactly what to be looking for. 2-0 here in week number 3. Well played to them, but also well played there by Mayhem 5. I think that would have been a lot closer. Yeah, we were harping on it a little bit, but take an eco. Don't continue to force. They know exactly what you're doing, and you just continue doing the exact same thing over and over and over again, which is the definition of insanity. Well, expecting different outcomes, I guess, is the complete definition of insanity there. But I'm looking forward to seeing Mayhem 5 play again. I think they need to go back to the drawing board, just tweak a few things, and they will definitely be a top contender. I think we're going to have these standings popping up on screen right now. Here we go, coming in. I'm curious to see what that looks like. You see Resurgent Phoenix currently, they're in the 3rd place spot, but week 3 is concluded, and they now move up right below MERCILESS, but they do still have slight advantage with those extra points there in their favor. Well played to both of these teams today. Had an absolute blast hanging out with you today, Mantis, and of course everybody here in chat. Want to let you know, Mantis is going to run it down for you. The Golden Ox tournament registration is going to be opening tomorrow, March 27th.
Yeah, again, make sure y'all are signing up tomorrow if you want your hands on some of those credits, because like we said before, if you play 10 matches in this tournament, it doesn't matter if you win or if you lose. If you participate in 10 matches, you are guaranteed 1,500 credits to your account. Again, you win some matches, you start winning 5, 10, 15, then they start throwing in some premium cases as well as a bonus. But if you want some free credits, go ahead and sign up for that Golden Ox tournament. It's a nice way for you to secure a spot in Circuit as well if you place in the top 4.
Yeah, lots of opportunity there in the Golden Ox tournament. People are looking to get involved and start dipping their feet into the competitive scene. That is where you want to be. And of course, join the Discord servers, the Critical Ops one, as well as mobile esports. If you're looking for a team, there are always people looking for players and players looking for teams there. So that's where we want to find some new blood or maybe start a family. Those are the servers to go ahead and be in. That's about all I got here, Manthus. Anything else you want to say before we head on out?
Overall, just GG's to the teams that played. I know our first match with the 5v4 wasn't the best, but our second match was a lot more entertaining. I always love me a good match, so thank you to the teams for giving us a good matches. And to all you watching, thanks for sticking through with us. I do believe we'll be doing a giveaway at the end of the stream here. Make sure y'all are checking the chat if you want to find out how to enter. But yeah, thank you to everyone who watched, and thanks for giving us a good matches to the teams that played here today.
Indeed. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. And we will see you next Saturday for week number 4 of the Pro League, which will be starting out in the Eurasia region, where Twist and A-Master will be your casters, and those times will be popping up here on screen shortly. All that being said, this is Sudden Death and Manthus here, signing out, and we'll see you somewhere soon on the internet. Peace.